share screen.
It says we're live.
I guess
So
so.
welcome to the first Matt and Ted's Excellent Adventure live stream. We're gonna go over a first early season goose hunt, and then just bullshit.
All right. There's the beginning.
I have no idea if anybody can hear us. We can hear the geese on there.
Yeah, we don't even know if this.
Should I get Lauren to check?
Yeah, probably. No one's watching this. No one's fucking watching this right now.
Eventually, we'll be able to switch the.
I can text Chris. Go.
Green.
I'll text Chris. And go. Can you hear us?
Don't get down too much. Yeah, I was trying to think of what.
Hey,
that
look
guy
on
was talking
YouTube
about that he's got a mile and a half down the
See if
road.
you can hear us.
It's not one of this farmers.
Yeah, love it.
I know that. I think I know the
We're
farm
totally
field
just
he's
streaming it.
talking about. But
Yeah,
the
might
best
as well.
field, other than
Yeah.
this one, is down that way behind Ruth Lesser's house.
So what you got going on in the background here? A little weird. You got Bob Sapolsky right there, president of Michigan HRC Club. Jim Thompson, retired firefighter,
All right,
ex-pro trainer, multiple grand dogs. And we got
Jim
Say
Thompson,
Brent
Bob
Eckler.
Sapolsky, Matt,
I guess I'm saying it right now in that
Marcus,
video.
and myself.
And who are you?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Ted.
No,
Yeah.
name
So-
the dog.
Oh, yeah, we got 3 dogs. Chase on the case, Axel the asshole, and Sweet Pea.
You know, I never did take that one bit out in this video. I just remembered that.
Oh, we may have to just fast forward it. Can we do that?
Fast forward it.
Can we just like?
I don't know where it happens. It's 2 hours.
Well, as soon as I'll be able to tell you.
The 13th.
How?
Trust me.
You're not gonna be able to tell when that happens. How do you know? Like, what part of the day did it
They
happen?
start talk. I just know.
Well, just listen. Just
Yeah, I'll
keep an
listen.
eye. Just
But
listen.
anyways, guy on the end is Brent
Are they gonna
Eckler,
run land or water first time?
Schutzkin guy,
That's the thing.
I think it's
nude Schutzkin.
I don't know.
I
what
think
I forgot
it's
what place.
Military contractor, trained multiple deployment dogs. Pretty awesome stuff. Getting into the HRC world.
Yeah,
And we got a lot of our dogs
all I
out
know
there.
is Sunday.
And don't forget about Marcus. This is
And then we got Marcus's first ever waterfowl hunt in between me and Matt down there.
And I don't like you.
So there I am.
Marcus,
Marcus
like just
Ted.
shoot him, in your lane.
Yeah.
And if for some
That
reason,
guy right there is the best trainer in the
Yeah.
Yeah,
blind.
I'll step out.
and if for some reason, Marcus, if they come, if I say shoot them behind us, just make sure you take your gun.
Lauren
out there.
checking.
She said,
Yeah, don't shoot over anybody's head or anything like that.
It's gonna take some time. They gotta load the blind with tire.
They have to load the blind with a kayak.
Yeah. What was you thinking?
she said it's hard to hear us with the people on the TV.
What
Is
on the
it?
duck pond?
I mean, I kind of wish the sound was coming from the
I
TV.
give $10 to see Randy load the blind in a kayak.
Still figuring things
Bill
out.
Swedberg's son do it. So we'll probably give him about.
What about now? Can she hear us better now?
Wow.
Chris is looking in.
Can you hear us better now? How do we get it to go through the TV?
We'd had it before. Every day it's different. Can you hear us? I'm talking to Chris. All right.
Who's calling the shots?
I'll call
She
it.
said, yeah, she can hear us
Thank you,
fine.
caller.
So, well, this was the first hunt of the season.
Brent, what time do you think they usually start showing up here? 7 o'clock?
So I'm not sure what time
Well,
it is,
it's a
but it
little
sounds
bit
like it's
chillier
before
this morning,
7.
so maybe a little later. But I mean, I've driven by here some mornings at 7 o'clock, and they've, you know, on those hot mornings, it's
Yeah.
already been full.
It's already full.
I would say within the next.
All right. So yeah, this was the first one of the
And
season.
are they,
this,
Brent, are they
this
usually
hunt-
coming from that pond over there?
if you remember, and you
Yeah,
will,
they're usually coming
I'm
from
sure
this
you do,
direction.
with all the ducks, we thought it was a precursor.
That's where
of
they
what
were
our
coming
season
from
was
last
gonna be
night.
like.
I don't know where those ducks came from,
You
though.
us
They came
talking, 'cause there's nothing happening right now. Worry about it.
I don't know if that's going through, but
No, they can hear both.
oh, they can hear both.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Good. I'll have to check that out later and see how it goes.
But
We
yeah.
kind of got a ghetto
So
set
what
up
were
here.
you saying?
Well, we thought this day from hunting, we thought it was going to be a precursor to what our season was going to be like, because of how many ducks were just circling us all
Oh,
morning.
God.
Yeah, and we'll show that once it's
Hundreds.
yeah.
I think this is the part we needed to be in anyways.
Why do you say that? No way.
You own a kennel?
I own a kennel. I have
Yeah, just
got two black labs, one that I'm competing in field trials, and one that I use
This
for hunting dogs. Spend a lot of time hunting in North Dakota.
All right, we'll fast forward. this
Like
shit.
long walks on the beach
All right.
with my soon-to-be wife, and once in a while Ted's wife.
So
You want to pause
like
it?
back in
Not
that, so you
pausing.
trained a lot of military.
sound. So yeah, when there's something interesting that happens, we'll talk about it. But yeah, like Matt said, the amount of ducks that show up,
It would have been a better duck hunt than a goose hunt, even though we didn't do bad with geese.
no, but
We didn't do horrible, but it
But
wasn't.
there were so many ducks.
Yeah.
And then the duck season in Michigan and I guess throughout the country was pretty poor. That's what it was. It was poor. So I guess until it gets interesting,
It doesn't get interesting for a while. There's probably gonna be like 20 more minutes of that.
20 more minutes.
Yeah, something like that. But so our season's pretty much done. You've already started training.
Yep. Was out at the grounds today. And I've been training pretty much 4 days a week with the dogs. What is beeping?
Oh, Chris texting me.
Oh. So how many people hunt with dogs? I don't understand people that hunt birds without dogs. But how many people hunt with dogs, and what kind of dogs are you hunting with? Good question.
The other boxes was really loud. Oh, voices.
Our voices?
I'm getting.
We're still just working out bugs, hanging out in the basement, in the cripple shack.
So you've been training.
4 days a week, 5 days a week.
Yeah.
And all the dogs seem to be doing good. Sweet Pea hopefully has puppies. We'll find out on the 15th if she has puppies. Had a guy come out and look at all the dogs and commit to a puppy.
How many people you got lined up for this litter?
I mean, people that just said that they want like a call when she's pregnant or we know there's puppies.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell you that number. I think deposit wise we have 4.
Okay.
3 or 4.
So that's not too bad.
And we don't even know if she's pregnant yet.
You're going to keep any of these ones?
No, we're not.
You sure?
No.
Yeah, but I don't want to be
There's-
coming over. You got like $10.
There's no insurance in my house that something,
Yeah.
a child, a wife, myself will be like, this dog is magical. We'll have to keep it.
I don't know, man. I can see it happening. I don't put anything past it.
Claudia, my daughter, said to Lauren, like, I forget the exact word she used, but she was like, we cannot keep another dog out of this litter.
Yeah, I think at this point, I think if you wanted to go further, you really need a kennel.
Oh yeah,
You need
trust
a kennel,
me.
dude.
Our whole family dynamic is to eventually move.
I think the ducks are starting to arrive at this point.
The ducks.
Yeah.
Well, once we see some on the screen, we can. Oh, Brent almost fell over. That's all right, bro.
I do have a shot of his double pigeon shot.
You do.
Yeah, it's not great. I mean, it's far. You can't really see.
Okay. Yes, he shot 2 pigeons in one shot.
So yeah, the ducks they're starting to show up.
There was one teal in the 100 and
Yeah, we saw everyone talks about it. They're like, "Oh, there it is. There's that one teal." Yeah, I thought this was going to be a really good year because of what we were seeing.
yeah, nobody had a good year. I was talking to people.
Jeremy did. Jeremy had a good year. They didn't do too bad. Every time they went out, they got something.
I wouldn't say they shot any more ducks than we did.
You don't think?
Nah. I think for a new hunter doing it all on his own, he had a phenomenal year.
Yeah.
Like he killed it. I mean, he was out, getting 2, 3.
And he doesn't get to go out that often either.
No, he gets maybe 2 days a week.
Yeah.
But, they go in the spots that they work for it.
Yeah.
So, and they started a little Facebook page.
Oh, they did?
I can't think of what the name of it is. Next time we go live or put a video up, I can say something about it. But, yeah.
Him and his wife did?
Yeah.
That's cool.
His wife's into going. So that's cool.
Yeah.
But other than our kind of sorry year, not lack of effort. I know you're going to put a video out about it. And we said we are going to talk about it in the end.
Yeah.
We went to Chesapeake Bay with the high and dry guys, and
What was that, January? That was January.
yeah, and just like the rest of our season, the bay iced out.
That was fun, though. I mean,
it was a great time.
Yeah,
it was a great experience. It was a great learning thing.
I mean, we were only out there for what, like 2 hours, 2-3 hours.
Right, but you couldn't fight that ice with the.
No, and I didn't know what to expect because I've never hunted in the ocean before. But once that stuff started coming in, it wasn't too long after because I thought we were just moving the decoys, and then as the ice kept on coming in and coming in.
No, we were just moving the decoys, and then the ice just the tide was pulling that slush out, and you couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah,
you couldn't keep decoys there. But yeah, it didn't matter. It didn't matter from the people that I heard that go to North Dakota, or I know people that went to Canada that did okay.
Okay.
But I don't think anybody had like a phenomenal year.
No, I did see a lot of people, like, especially like, other people on Instagram and stuff like that kind of making complaints,
But we did shoot a decent amount of geese for the times that we got in fields.
We did better on geese than we did ducks this year.
I feel like we always do better on geese than ducks.
I don't know. That one year we did pretty good on ducks.
Yeah, but we still shot more geese.
Not that first whole season I hunted with you, did we?
The president of our HRC
Yeah.
club.
I don't know. I never keep track. So I don't
here's
know.
something I'd love to see somebody comment about. What's a good for one person? How many ducks is a good year for a Michigan year?
I think that's gonna be very so. What, like, everyone's in a different location. I mean,
It doesn't matter. think of like places that are hot with ducks, and you can just get in a spot and like, if you sit there all day, you're gonna shoot your limit, or if
Yeah.
you sit there till noon, you'll shoot your 1-man limit,
Mm-hmm.
or at least mallard limit.
Yeah.
You think that average person in Michigan's like 3 out of 5 times I go out, I shoot my limit?
I don't think I've ever shot my limit.
I mean, I've shot my limit plenty of times in Michigan, but it's not easy on public
You got to be.
land.
I mean, I've come close. I've done a mallard limit, but I mean, yeah, I'm sitting out there all day to do a mallard limit.
Well, yeah, because what can you shoot here? In early mid-season, what can you shoot? Wood ducks and mallards.
Yeah.
Maybe a black duck.
Teal.
It depends on where you are in Michigan, like you said.
Yeah. But usually those are I mean, mallard's most common around us, you know.
Yeah, but you're not getting pintails and redheads. I mean, there's pockets of them, but
Yeah, like I've only shot one pintail in Michigan, you know. But I'm also not hunting like.
And you got your first bull pintail.
I did,
and
finally.
And, down in with the high and dry guys.
Thank God. Did that, and then I mean rednecks, but ringnecks.
Oh yeah, but the ringnecks don't show up until later. It's never till the 3rd or 4th week of the season you'll see a ringneck, or the big flocks of them. Because I'm pretty sure somebody could say I'm dumb, but I'm pretty sure ringnecks are one of those ducks that migrate off the
I've
moon,
heard that.
the moon, not like how if it's cold.
Well, I thought it was just the amount of light in the day.
Or whatever it is. It's not like they're getting pushed out because it's nasty outside.
Yeah, no, I forget the term for that one. I mean, we could look that up, but I'm not going to. But yeah, I think that is one bird that migrates like that. But not like a mallard where it'll just hang out as long as it has food.
Yeah, I forgot to tell people on since we didn't link this anything that we were live.
Do we got anybody even watching this besides Chris and
Hi, babe.
Chris might not even be watching this anymore.
Almost, but we are lice.
That's fine. We are.
So what are you doing with dog training?
I just got Frost on I took Frost back on the table. My whole focus this year is his retrieve. Now that we finally got him over the like that weird gun shyness, and then that he's actually hunting, you know, pointing and doing that part, I need a better retrieve from him.
Kenny just said I'm watching Bad Word.
But I mean, you gotta show it to me. I don't know what the fuck that means. Yeah, he is.
Love you, Kenny. Thank you. He's one of one.
Yeah, he was in the other episode.
Yeah. Have we put the? Oh no, that
one's up there.
That's the only. That's the only
one that's up
there. Is Kenny's in it.
Yeah, that's the only one.
Kenny's got a sweet pea and tulip, or sweet pea and Toby puppy. Dave, but Dave's more like.
Is he allowed to take his dog to his new job, or?
I don't know. I think he still has to figure that out. I know he's back in the shop though. Uh-oh. Looks like Bob might have just pulled out a goose call. There's still just. Oh, yeah, there's the ducks.
Yeah. They just circle us all morning. It's like we're in this island. We just have ducks circling us for hours.
And make me sick. So you just have Frost on the table.
Yeah, I have him back on the table. Yeah, his retrieve is not good. Like, he's not going to retrieve it. He'll pluck the bird but he won't bring it. He won't even pick it up. And he's only picked
Right
up
now?
Huh?
Are you talking about right now?
Yeah, he was not picking up a bird.
Well,
The-
you're talking about during the season.
Well, during the season, he'll go and pick at the bird. He'll pull
But
feathers.
right
and
now,
stuff.
are you doing force fetch?
Yeah, I backed up a couple steps just to get him back into it.
Are you putting pressure on him this time for the force fetch?
I mean, he's doing it. I haven't really put I haven't put the collar on him. If that's what you're asking me.
But are you using any other type of force?
Not right now. Like I just get like kind of like a
So if you put a dead bird on the table and tell him to pick it up, does he pick it up?
fuck no.
So you're gonna have to put the pressure on him.
Yeah, I'll have to put a little bit on him. He doesn't need much to do it.
It-
That depends. He does not like school, man. He does not like doing the training. It's like pulling teeth with that dog.
Yeah.
But once he gets it, once he understands his objective or what he's supposed to do, he does do it. It just takes a little longer with that bastard.
Well, he's a goofball.
He does retrieve in the water, though. He just won't retrieve in land. And I think that's because he has no choice.
But have you thrown a bird in the water for him?
Yeah. You have thrown a bird in the water for him.
No, I've thrown Dokens. Have I thrown
No.
a bird?
You did. We have it on video. Remember where I took him out hunting at the lake by my house, and you showed up. Remember you shot that long retrieve?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then we got that. You sent Sweet Pea on that long retrieve that
Oh yeah, and then
took
we
all
threw it-
morning. And then we threw it for him. He went and got
It
it.
was only like a mile away.
Yeah, I know that was a tough.
And I had to. The bird was shot, crippled. I had to run, however far that is, back to the truck.
About 50 yards, 75 yards.
50? You think that's only 50 yards?
Well, you got to
through the
walk
woods?
around. You got to walk around. Yeah, no, I'd say it's pretty good, decent distance.
I would say walking from the truck on the path, it's 100 yards.
Okay.
Crow flying, I give you 50 yards.
Okay.
But walking around, I mean, what I'm getting at, it took me at least five to whatever amount of minutes. God, stupid ducks. We can't shoot any of them.
Not then.
Um,
Then we never saw them again.
no, they all left. Somebody might have shot at them.
Here?
No, not here, but later.
I don't remember.
Not on this, like not during the early season. I'm saying somebody might have shot at them, later in the season.
And they left
Or
forever.
they just never wanted to go to that field. Yeah, but yeah, that bird was out there and swimming to that island. So by the time I get back with Sweet Pea, that bird was out there. Oh, two walkers.
That's amazing.
I wish we knew who they were. But
No, but that bird, because we had two birds come in. I took a shot at one, missed.
I shot that hen.
And then she was way out there. And then you went back to the truck, grabbed Sweet Pea, brought her all the way back.
Yeah.
So we'll just say 100 yards back to the truck, 100 yards back to where we were hunting. And then you set Sweet Pea on a blind retrieve.
Yeah.
And
And
that was
then-
it was far.
Then I did throw.
Yep.
I did throw the.
Yeah, and we cheered. It was like this big emotional thing. Like, he did it.
He did it.
Fucking did it.
And it was cold.
I'm not too worried about that dog in the cold. He doesn't seem to bother him too much.
You think he could
I would have to we'd have to find out.
would
And hunting there, it's pretty close to the house. So if there's a problem, then,
right? I don't know. I've seen people say them wire hairs are good with the cold, and I've seen you call them boofers or whatever.
The Griffons.
But even wire hair can have more I guess it just depends on the coat. Frost has long hair, but he also I don't know.
His coat's weird, man.
It is very weird.
It's an unusual coat.
I would have to see. Yeah, I would just have to see how cold that dog would, and then what he would do.
He's on the soft side, so he might be a little dramatic. But I don't know. It's like if he's pumped up about something, I could see him.
I'm not worried about him going in the water and doing what, like, unless he just is like freaked out by like breaking ice.
That I could see more plausible.
But I would be more worried about like shoot a bird at shooting time, and then is he gonna be able to make it till noon sitting there?
Well, I mean, if that's the case and that becomes a problem, then I probably wouldn't even hunt him during the colder water. No, I wouldn't even bother. I mean, my goal with him is more upland than it is ducks. It is actually like the times I did hunt ducks with him. It was actually kind of nice to hunt with my dog doing that. No, like I never thought I would care, because if I'm hunting by myself, I always hunt more open water so I can just go retrieve my own ducks.
So your next dog is gonna be another pointing dog instead of just a duck dog that you duck hunt more than you upland hunt.
I know.
So why?
But I've been doing a lot more upland hunting lately. I've been trying to even
frost.
And the reason why I like held back on chubs is like you hunt that dog in the woods around us. I mean, there's a road all over the place. I mean, that dog was like fucking gone.
So you have a perfect area dog, like for our area where you don't have to worry about the dog running big.
Yeah.
Now why don't you get your duck dog?
I mean, the Dutch dog is going to be a duck dog. They got to do both, man. They got to do both.
But you want,
and I do not want a flushing dog. I just never been in the flushing dogs.
You need one.
No, I don't want. No, I want to focus on what I set out to do. Yeah.
Well,
I mean, if we had more grouse around this area, I mean, I'd be out there like every single day, dude. I'd go duck hunting and then I'd go grouse hunting.
I think in the next year or two, I know you go to North Dakota grouse hunting. We should make a point of it to go to North Dakota.
I want to
knock on every single person's door that we possibly can, because the way that I hear you guys grouse hunt up on public land is not what I mean. I've shot a lot of grouse, and I never found it like I've seen them like jump, like you've said,
yeah,
but they're only in huge coveys, like 30 plus coveys when they're jumping like that. So like I think on private land, like if you get on cattle ranch where they're not really being pursued.
What time of year are you seeing that though?
I would say the most grouse I shot and the most trips that I've ever taken North Dakota is the week before Halloween.
There's 3 pack coming right at us.
I mean, it's usually cooler around that time.
Yeah.
So they would, to me, I don't know everything about like, sharp-tailed grouse.
We might choose Goose here.
All right, let you check it out. I think that. Do we shoot these? Or are they passive?
Behind us.
Well, those are.
Ducks are gonna get in there.
Oh, those are ducks.
Let's push them.
No, that was the 3.
Jim had a deep thought.
I don't think
Jim had a deep thought right there. Like we just messed that up. The decoys aren't right.
Oh, here they come.
They're high.
I don't think we shoot them. No, we don't shoot these ones. It's like the next round, which isn't too far. We see ducks just flying in circles around. It's like all morning, man.
While these geese are spinning, I'm stepping out back.
Yeah, they came in.
Does that go
I thought you were
outside?
gonna call the shop behind.
Does that go outside?
They're still pretty high.
Quiet, Axel.
Here comes a bunch of them off our right, guys.
No, I had no idea.
He's right there next to me.
Sit. Stay.
They're coming in perfect.
Let them come in.
Yeah, I think they're coming this time. Ah, no.
Yeah, that goes up right by the ground.
By the garage? Okay.
Pretty much. They come back.
No, they flew away.
As you,
I love
as
how
you can
people like
see,
start covering their
we had to
faces.
bring. We had a panel blind up against the rock pile, but these guys are not hidden compared to the A-frame.
Well, we're the ones that put that in there.
I know, but if you don't have an A-frame, it doesn't matter if there's a backstop on it. Like, we thought the rock pile would be good enough to not have something behind them.
Oh, I know the rock
They're
pile
tiny.
and the grass. You know, I thought was
But-
going to be good enough.
But you have to have an A-frame in there.
I'm going to be coming off your left shoulder.
It's up. Duck landing. Looks like it.
So all these geese come in or don't come in. Projects hunting, you're working on a canoe.
Yeah, the canoe. That's going good. There's like little tiny holes I got to like clean up.
Now, is that a Radisson or a Sports Pal?
That's a Radisson. Isn't it the same thing?
I don't really understand it.
It's the one with the it's the one with the Indian decal at the head of the canoe.
I think they might both have the same thing.
So that's the same canoe, isn't it?
I don't know. We can look that up. But Sports Pal and Radisson,
Did they?
I think, are different.
Hey Ted, why can't we see these kind of ducks over by Highland Lake?
I don't know.
Don't worry about what he just said.
Yeah, that doesn't
I
matter.
was
There's probably a million Highland
I
Lake.
was
I don't know why anyone would go there anyway.
Yeah, because we'll be there.
Along with that,
We'll be
everybody
there just sitting out there talking shit like we're doing right now.
else, reliving.
I mean, like, freaking duck.
Those ducks did not care about us at all, which is pretty unusual. They were just circling all
They're
around.
just smart.
Even when we're shooting, they would just disappear for like 30 seconds and come right back.
Oh, yeah.
Here's some out front.
Radisson canoe, Sports Pal canoe.
Just
I
call
don't think versus.
inappropriate. I see more callers.
I think it's the same thing. I mean, like they're identical, aren't they?
Brent, have you been seeing ducks in
Okay,
here like
canoes
this?
by Sports
Yeah.
Pal and Radisson.
So is it two different companies?
I don't know.
Why do I gotta look at it?
Because you can read.
Start to land and then just go right back up.
I'm not gonna read this right
Well,
now.
no,
It's
I
like
don't
fucking-
read
like-
it,
like-
but look,
Yeah, here we are. Up here.
you're like a computer person, and I'm like a redneck that just like
Here.
makes you go
Those
on
ducks and
weird
decoys.
adventures in the woods where we almost die.
Yeah. I still think
Oh, I was like, what the?
the worst one was probably when we went teal hunting in that marsh that emptied out on them.
But either way, Matt's gonna be working on a Radisson or Sports Pal, whatever you want to call it. I gotta redo my Radisson Sports Pal,
It's the same damn thing.
and we both bought them for like under $100 on Facebook Marketplace.
But you got yours for 25.
Yeah, I got mine for 25.
So this is the one. So I have the Radisson. So this one's mine right there.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure mine had an Indian on it too. Can we say, or Davy Crockett? That's Davy Crockett.
Is it?
I think
Shut
so.
up.
I swear to
I
God, it's a guy with a freaking coonskin
No
hat on.
shit.
But there is
No,
one.
I think mine's an Indian.
There
mine-
is one with an Indian, but that one's got a. They probably changed it for like social reasons.
I mean, these canoes are old. I mean, do you really think they actually changed it?
well, that's a new one. That's their.
Oh.
what I'm saying is.
Yeah,
their
mine
new-
does not have that.
No, mine had an Indian because that's cool shit.
It is it's an identical canoe.
Oh, here's some things that people actually start
Oh,
watching
yeah.
this. I want to paint my 17-foot Lund walleye boat and turn it into a duck boat. So if you guys got blind ideas, that would be great.
Me blind.
And we will definitely film painting that boat.
Yeah, because you want to roll it.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna roll
You're
it.
gonna roll it.
Yep, I'm gonna roll it. Lightly sand it. Maybe take the stickers off.
I've been debating on even if I should even paint my canoe, because like when I've been taking it out, we've been taking it out and finding where the problems are, and I don't know. I think the color actually looks pretty good so far. I might do some stuff on the bottom and kind of make it a gradient going to that color, but I think I might just. Who the fuck cares?
Well, did you put the slick stuff on it?
Not yet. No.
Here come Geese off our
I wanted
way.
to see if I had to patch anything else before I did that. Before I put that slick coat on the bottom. And we'll see how that
Yeah.
goes. I don't know if that's going to make a difference or not.
The difference in the
Oh, no, there's a string back there below
that
the
hat.
trees.
It's
Yeah.
That was when it was very fresh.
I mean, I wouldn't say this might not even be color accurate, to be honest with you. It might just be more green.
What are they laughing about? What the geese are?
I have no idea. Yeah, so far we haven't shot anything yet.
Come over here, you guys. They're behind us.
I wonder
They're
how
big-
much
Well, I see him.
can be heard. I'm not running the mics on this video.
They're coming. in
I
the
did that
field,
on
at least.
purpose. So you can't hear everybody's little conversation
You start calling off, coming over.
because everybody was talking about different things.
How many people compete with their dogs in the off season? I'm gonna make Matt do it when he gets his new dog.
You know I'm not passionate about that. I'll do it. I like doing the training. I just don't want to. I'm not a competition dude.
Yeah, but it's the same.
I'm not breeding dogs. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, but so
I like doing the training.
yeah, but this is kind of the thing. The only way to test your training is go put it into that scenario. And why not compete it before you go put it in the actual field?
I mean, yes, I can see your point there, but at the same time, I feel like I test the training by actually going into the field and hunting. You know, like how's the dog finding birds, how's the dog retrieving birds, all that fun stuff. I mean, that's kind of, to me, that's the ultimate goal. You know, that's the only reason why I do it.
But do you want the dog just to do it, or do you want the dog to be the best at it?
I mean, I just don't know what that even means. What is that? What does it mean for your
Do you
dog?
want to have your best dog? Like, perfect example. If you knew what you knew now with Chubbs, Chubbs would have been.
He would have been a
Those
different
Geese
dog.
ones,
Yeah,
Geese those quick.
he was my first hunter.
So
So of course he
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
like
hold
an
on. Is
amazing
this where he
dog.
shoots two pigeons?
Schwab? Are they talking about
They
pigeons?
like this and didn't like
This thing's delayed still. Even if we do put it on
You'd think
airplay or have it
the
wired
duck-
in, they're still
usually the
delayed.
ducks are the ones that are picky.
Yeah.
Not that bad, right?
half a second's bad enough. I mean, frames.
Well, that's what you do for a living.
Like
I think it's just a $350 70-inch TV that
Got any more camera?
might just be delayed in life. Yeah, we can turn this down. There's nothing.
No, it's fine. Well, how are we supposed to know something's happening?
Well, I'm getting comments from
If we move these geese,
the critics that
The two crowd. Oh, we got 3.
the duck calls are really loud.
Duck calls are really and they're terrible too. Like the first day of no one's at practice, everyone sounds like crap.
What am I doing? Oh, I'm trying to shoot pigeons.
Oh yeah, so the pigeon thing is happening. You're smoking at the same time. Oh, there you go. Yeah, there you saw him go down.
Two.
Probably some.
Oh, you can see the feathers. And we can see the
One
feathers.
shot.
Count.
you want
Count. No, here. 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 Count.
I don't know. I thought you can move decoys.
That's probably somebody's pigeons flying around.
I don't know what he's doing.
The only person that you only think that way because you have pigeons.
I'd be so pissed if somebody shot my pigeons.
I would shoot your pigeon.
I know you would.
If we were ducking on Half Moon Lake and I saw
I would I'd be so mad, dude. Like the amount of grief I go through with those fucking things.
if for some reason your pigeons got out of your loft and flew down to the lake that we were hunting, and I was like, pigeon, I would shoot the pigeons.
they first of all, they probably wouldn't even go down there. They're so afraid to fly around those woods. Like the only reason they're gonna fly is if they had to fly home because I released
Got
them.
geese coming in.
That's it. But they're going straight fucking home.
Oh, behind him.
Like that's just that. They know that these hawks are coming for them.
Had to change up the decoys.
Did we change up the decoys before we shot any geese?
Maybe these shells work for pigeons.
Quiet.
Like I threw this thing together in about a half hour. So maybe.
Look at the pigeon expert having to
I
check
am
it out.
definitely not a pigeon expert. I have
You're the only one in that blind that's got a pigeon loft, so you're more of an expert than everybody else.
Yeah, I need some. I'm down to 5 males and 1 female. The males are not happy right now. They're like beating each other up.
The males are.
Yeah, I got 2. They're like got Fancy Feet and Carrie. So they've been beating the shit out of each other. And I gotta get more. I gotta get more pigeons. I need that live auction. I've contacted.
What would happen if you put a quail in there?
They're not gonna like that. And
Would they kill it?
I'm not gonna test. I mean, you get those Tennessee Reds. They're aggressive. I don't know. I mean, it's big enough quail. They might just things gonna sit on the floor of the loft.
Right.
So they're just gonna probably stare at it. And if I put feed in there, they're probably gonna kick it out of the way. But I don't know. I thought about giving them a couple eggs. Given the 1 female I have, because she stopped laying eggs.
Yeah, right in front.
Because like all her babies got hawk blessed. So I don't know. She's been she hasn't bred since, and she was like the top breeder. Are they coming in for real this time?
I don't know.
I think this one's
And then we
happening.
missed them all.
There is one where we only get. Well, everyone thinks we missed, but we didn't.
Oh, where they fall behind us.
Well, no, there was one that fought. Like everyone thought we missed, and then I don't remember who shot it, but somebody shot. I saw it go down, and it got Brent's the one that actually chased it down. Because you remember the one that he came back and the eyeballs were popped out of it. So I thought I should say that they're popped out.
Oh, there's more behind us.
Geese or pigeons?
Geese and pigeons.
Geese and pigeons. Now I'm turning into a pigeon. Huh?
Oh, there's the geese.
I want to know where those pigeons were coming from.
I mean, they just stay around. I'm gonna start driving around and looking for pigeon hunts.
I'd do that.
I mean, that would be a great thing for Frost.
Pigeon hunt?
Like where he has to sit on a place board and shoot a pigeon and make him go get it. I mean, if you're gonna take him duck hunting.
Yeah. Placing him is never been an issue. Like he's pretty good at just sitting there.
No, we're too far.
I tell you what, we took him out in the Gregory field, and we took him and Chubbs. Of course, they found like a deer leg.
They landed too far.
Boys, just shoot them up right there.
You called it.
What?
Yeah, we got it. I think this will get them all.
That would get off.
Sweet pea go out?
No. Sweet pea, sit. Snow.
Come on,
Sit.
Axel, get in here.
Yeah, see what
Hold
happens
on.
when you get
These
like
dummies.
some real
come
good
back.
dog trainers like this guy right here.
Here.
Finished dog,
Here.
professional dog trainer. Why those dogs break?
Back. Axel, back.
The one dog that didn't break doesn't even have a finished title. Just saying, guys.
Is there any more out there?
Just pressing your buttons.
Here.
Big all the dogs break?
Yeah, all the dogs
Can
broke.
you believe it?
Did you turn on that camera, Ted? No. Hey, back. Good boy. Here. Here. Hey. We ain't going to the gram. That's why I can't bring
Yeah,
my dog
big
outside. Here.
Big dog trainers, dogs broke.
Well, like your dog wasn't fucking breaking all that stuff. Yeah, because you was with your dog. I got him straightened out now. Good boy.
No, Sweet Pea's doing great.
Put him around for you.
Where is it, Brian?
He's not dead. Because I have to look at it. He's gonna be. Give me that bird.
Chase is just
So he has two labs, right?
yeah, and that one that's
That's
out there,
Chase.
he doesn't really put. That's just his hunting dog. He doesn't put a bunch of work into it, and he just.
The way's back to you, but
He's
straight
like-
back to the field.
He's like a Ferrari with a supercharger
Yeah,
that
about 30 yards out.
the gas pedal is like
Well, like a
kind of
blind.
loose, so you really can't drive it. But like, it's fun to just go do donuts or something. Oh, Sweepy had a camera on her.
Oh yeah, that's right. I totally forgot about that.
There's one.
Oh, I did use that footage. I used it in the trailer.
Oh,
Do you remember? It's so crazy because it's bouncing all over
Yeah.
the place. And,
Yeah,
but that was before I made the vest. She wasn't wearing the new vest that I made
How many got away?
because I put the 360
I don't know how
on
many were in
Frost,
this group.
and it was nice.
I mean,
we need to talk to the guys.
well, how many did we get together? 5? I got 2 here.
Oh, field armor.
3.
Field armor and be like, hey, we need a
Got 3 on
vest.
that side?
Just
I
for,
need this mount on this.
we
vest.
just need this mount sewed into
because the GoPro vest sucks. Fucking garbage.
field armor. You can sew a GoPro mount into a vest. That would be amazing.
That'll make me swing out.
And if you're not running field armor vests, you're dumb.
Yeah, those are pretty nice. Actually,
You're the one that told me about them.
I mean, it was such a. I mean, it's too bad that he grew out of that vest, that orange one. I actually am trying to sell it right now.
all right.
Yeah, I got it on eBay.
What size is it?
Medium, because we didn't think it was going to grow much bigger.
How much are you selling it for?
How much am I selling it
The
for?
one I shot's got the band on.
I'd have to look. It's a little cheaper. It's cheaper than what I paid for it.
For being the property owner today.
But
I'd run an orange vest when I go guide.
that's probably not a good idea. You could just use it. No one's interested. No, like
I'll
eBay sucks.
I'm going to guide up to the Rooster Ranch on Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
I can take it off eBay. You want to use it?
Well, just keep it on. It's not like we know the vests don't get messed up.
That's true.
They don't like.
It's still in use.
We're still. It's kind of like when somebody puts their car on like Facebook Marketplace. Like, this is my daily driver. Miles will go up.
I've never seen that.
You've never seen that?
I have not. And I've been actually looking at cars.
Yeah, like they'll be like, this is my daily driver. It's like they'll put like 120,000 miles, and they'll be like, miles will be going up because I drive it every day. But I mean, the best, like when you told me about them, and then we reached out to them, and
yeah, they gave us a couple.
Gave us some vests. I've never had a vest that lasts a season.
They're really nice.
They don't get messed up.
Yeah, no, they're really nice vests.
And I mean, we even.
I wish I had a bigger orange one.
I had the raw. I had Toby's vest on Sweet Pea in the Chesapeake Bay, so it didn't fit properly.
Mhm.
Really?
But I mean, even the salt water didn't mess with it at all. And I didn't even wash it off.
You didn't?
Yeah.
Did you washed your gun when you got home, though, right? You cleaned your gun?
It didn't matter what.
I don't think I did. I know I
I
did.
think it was fine. Yeah, they were talking about the Arthur that took us out.
Yeah.
He was saying that he got his son some A5s.
Mhm.
And it must have been newer
We
ones.
couldn't even
'Cause
get the decoys. So we
I've
had
heard,
weight step.
but my A5
The
was
weight
fine,
lifting the
other
whole-
than all
the
the.
whole mother line. The whole mother line, right up, lifting the weights right off the bottom, just moving everything over. We set them things 3 or 4 times. It was icing on us on the wave.
It's like the
That's
delay
about an
gets
hour and a
worse
half
and
of
worse.
fighting and fighting and fighting. That's enough. Yeah, we didn't even get to the blind. We couldn't set the decoy. That's how bad the weather was. Wow. Yeah. He was
The
sitting
one
on the
thing
front of my boat.
I will
His
say-
whole back was up with a sheet of ice.
The-
Because he was sitting like this,
like-
facing me, you know. going
I got a couple shots from it, so
3 days,
I was just like, whatever.
3 days later,
So
4 days
when
later,
we were in that blind in Virginia,
Wow.
like it was so tight in there, and we're in such a hurry, I just throwing the cameras up,
Meningiosarcoma.
and so I put one up by you to focus on you, like thinking you would sit down,
Well, they say it
You don't
starts
sit
in the
down.
spleen.
like,
Never
and you're
sit
just
down.
standing in front of the camera, like it's just like you just see like your chest. Like
Just-
the entire time, and you're like pacing in front of the camera. And it's like whatever. I guess that's what it
Just
is.
high dry straps and me pacing.
Oh.
The X-ray showed it spread all over
Yeah,
the body.
do you see me sit down much ever?
Because he wasn't feeling well after that, you know.
No, but I'm trying to figure out. It's one thing we got to work on. Be conscious where the cameras are, and if it's not working for you, move it. You know, like if you're gonna stand right in front of it, it's probably a good idea to move the camera. Because like once I set them up, I ain't thinking about them.
Well, I don't touch the cameras because you set them up.
Well, if you're gonna stand in front of it, and that's where you want to be, then just fucking-
But you just put them. You know them to stand up.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think ahead.
You're
Like,
trying to
okay,
force
Ted,
me to sit down.
like sit down, dude.
Sit down.
Who, Soup?
Sit. Like we'll just be sitting there, and you'll just walk away.
Well, I might have to go jump shoot something.
I know.
How many geese did we shoot? Like
Not
8?
that many. I want to say like around 9 or something like that.
If it got big enough to interfere with the work,
Ducks just keep flying around.
well, good. I guess I should reload.
I thought he was about to take a pop shot.
He does. He does later.
Jim, his young dog right now is killing it in
That's what you're saying.
field trials and stuff.
Those ducks identify as pigeons, correct?
They look like pigeons.
I mean,
Those two out
Oh,
front
he just
though,
put
are-
boss.
no, there's two
Those are
pigeons out
on
there.
the left,
There's
yeah.
two pigeons.
No, I'm just like saying, the ducks identify as pigeons.
That's right.
That's right.
I tell you what, I am impressed. with
Oh,
those
this
dogs.
is also.
They're all talking about how they're impressed with the 3.5. They were all trying to shoot tee shots.
What did he just shoot at? pigeon. Oh, okay.
Oh, another dog broke.
Axel. That was just test your
Oh,
dog.
was Axel?
Yeah.
No,
Well, I thought you just said that.
no.
There's a whole flock of them.
Oh, you just,
There's like
Oh,
30.
I thought those were ducks for a second. They were all pigeons.
Yeah, those are all pigeons. We're gonna shoot pigeons today,
Yeah,
guys.
we're not.
How many?
almost turned
We
into a
shot 3
pigeon
geese.
hunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One's huge.
Yeah.
I mean, I have seen some good recipes.
I thought I saw 4 go
They look
down.
good.
4 or 5, yeah.
Squab, or however you want to pronounce it in French, it's a staple in
Yeah,
France.
on the way out.
They look really good.
Well, Sweet Pea, you got Sweet Pea,
I
right?
know.
Yeah.
And Dove's
You
good.
out there too, Sweet Pea.
I'm bigger though.
Oh, I hear some.
We got rid of them pesky ducks.
That'll be bad.
Nope. They didn't even care when we were out there replacing decoys.
So were they all juveniles, all those dogs?
They're all
Yeah.
young.
Well, at least Claudia's gonna
Yep.
get some jerky.
That's what she goes, I love this time of year. I go, why? She goes, it's jerky season.
That's what she said when we were training on Wednesday.
Oh, did she?
she
Yeah, I
go,
can't
go,
wait
"You
to
get
hear
some
how the
jerky?"
audios work.
Man, my
with
dad makes
this.
the best jerky. I go, yeah, you eat it all too, don't you? Yep.
Yep, all of it.
I like jerky. We're holding on 2
We gotta get
watchers
Ted
so
into
far.
that.
What else do we want to talk about, man? We got some time
He kills more birds than we do.
I made a
We got
ton
another
of
hour.
sausage last year.
to fill.
What do people think about gas and geese in Michigan?
I think it sounds dumb.
No, it is.
I got a grinder and I got a.
Just the fact that they don't have a way to process the meat and
So
actually
I got
use
one
it,
too.
and they're,
I
it's
don't
just,
know.
Probably got the commercial.
I mean, I don't even
No,
know
I
if that's
just
even
got
true
the
because I've
KitchenAid
only
one.
heard that
It was
from
on
like
the
one
KitchenAid
source.
mixer.
So you
You know.
watch
It was
that whole
really good.
podcast?
I didn't watch the whole podcast, but I saw he was on the news too. That guy, you know, I don't even know what's his channel's name.
I have no idea.
But he
He sells duck
He's
life.
Michigan, right?
He's Michigan.
Go home.
I
I'll
think
take
he's
care
a
of this.
newer
It
hunter.
took me about 2 hours.
He's a newer hunter.
Well, like kind of like you. Like he didn't just start out waterfowl hunting. His first bird was shot at one of those Harsh Island or whatever.
Okay.
Like
Like
him
a-
and it, like it wasn't him and his dad duck hunting. It was like him and his buddy doing something.
So he was introduced to it.
I mean, I think they just started doing it for some reason.
Okay.
But yeah, they had her on.
Down with bourbon.
That's right.
Exactly. Get that, so the next one tastes different.
Essentially, what it sounded like is they can have them gassed,
Like,
and they don't have to pay for
Yeah,
processing,
yeah, well,
but
you
they would
just
like them to.
Crank it all out in a big long. What I do.
Who?
we just- however long
I
the
mean,
casing is
essentially,
and stuff, I
whoever
put it
contracts
turn it
out
around,
gassing the
put it
geese
in
and
the
catching
refrigerator
them,
overnight 'cause it's got sugar
Like,
in it. Then I
it's
throw
the
it in the oven in the
landowner
morning,
paying for it.
morning, so get an internal
Paying for the
temperature
gassing?
61,
All of it.
65.
Oh, so it's not taxpayers paying for it.
There's something that goes on with the taxpayer. I would have to watch the podcast again. The way I took it is like some money's coming from the people that are gassing
They
them.
don't,
what kind of case are you using? Like,
That's the way I took it. I could
buy
be
the regular
completely
casings from,
wrong.
So what are the big? I mean, I've only heard the rumors and I've seen like a couple small articles on it, but it's like, what is it? Just like golf courses, neighborhoods, maybe.
Anywhere, I think they have to have a population that they can say there's over 100.
Did they have them there?
Yeah, that's where I buy them from.
And they usually use like dogs and stuff to kind of chase them off. I mean, to me, it's just like,
They're netting them.
well, I know they're netting them to get them,
Now, the hog
or they used to relocate them,
Coming
or
from
whatever
our-
the hell.
From our right.
Right. For a long time. They relocated them forever, which
Come on.
And they use dogs.
the guy in the podcast was trying to make the point like, well, if you relocate them, they're not coming back. And it,
There they are.
If
Low
we all
right
know
over the
about-
trees.
nesting, if you don't shoot a hen mallard or a goose, you can almost guarantee that it's coming back to the same marsh it was born in.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, at least from all the things that I've ever learned about that, like
Hold on.
if a duck's born in Appalachian Lake in Michigan.
Shoot him there.
Is this where we get them all?
No, we missed.
Yeah.
We only got
So-
two. One dropped.
Not enough.
Yeah, one went. So Doug went that way. There was one that went all the way that way.
Record
Axel.
that. No, let CP get it. CP.
Axel, here. Oh, there you go.
Sweepy has to be like a
Oh, there's
good
one.
dog.
Oh, no, that's
All the rest of them
CP.
keep breaking. I got a good beer. I'll be right back.
Good.
Here, CP.
I'm looking this up.
That's an Axel
CP
line.
here.
No, oh, he's Axel, here. Here. No, good.
Hey, here's 3 more coming right back at us.
I see him, man.
Sleepy here.
Some more coming.
Sleepy, they're coming right at us.
Here.
Sleepy here.
Here's my dog.
Sleepy here. Oh, they turned around.
Good boy. Good.
Here,
Get the
Sleepy.
hell out of here.
Here.
Here. Here. Roma, one
Here,
person.
CP.
Here. Here.
Oh my God.
Let him do that.
There's so much blood on the GoPro.
Here.
Here,
there?
Tim. Yeah.
All right. Here.
I'll take it. There are those back there. I think those are crane. Well, that one's a crane. No, back there.
3 of those were geese. 1 was a crane. Thank God we got.
Wait, I hear some. Hold up.
Good boy.
Yeah. Sleepy, come on.
What up, Toby? All right, guys, watch out.
Hey. Lay down, dogs. Lay down. Go lay down.
I hear you.
So-
out front.
I looked it up. So yes, you're right.
Yeah. Good. You should stay put.
Yes, geese, especially Canada geese, tend to return to their general area of birth to mate, nest, often returning to the same nesting and feeding sites year after year. So yeah, they do return. Same with ducks. Yeah, but
That's what I'm saying. So, like,
particularly mallards. Do that.
relocating them is another stupid program that
It doesn't
should-
work.
It doesn't work. And then gassing them and whatnot. I understand gassing and I don't even understand gassing at all.
I just don't even get that. I
Get rid of your water then.
I say up limits. I mean, I don't know if we'll have a chance at hunting those guys if they're on private land, but I mean they're flying around.
She's not gonna hit that.
I'm just gonna make sure.
That's gonna be-
Jesus,
But
pigeons.
I mean, there's a part of me that's just like at this point, it's like
Shoot some pigeons, boy.
we need a better way of
You
managing
didn't
it.
shoot shit.
Anything go down? Get over
No.
now. You gotta hit it.
At least Axel.
You gotta hit 'em.
Axel's
Did you
staying.
pick up the pigeons you
We got
shot,
yelled
Brett?
at a couple times.
Sweepy's not in their line. Look at the little head sticking out.
You can brush those out. Put them in the meat.
Yeah, sometimes I see her do funny shit.
That's you, Sweepy.
There are guys
That's
in Dearborn, boy. They have a field day under the bridges at night.
I think we did better at that one field the previous year.
Where they
Under the
trapped.
bridge, yeah.
What? The one behind the church?
Yes. Because it was just the 3 of us, and we took 12, I think.
Now,
Just like an hour and a half.
Now, would you do that after you left La Chambre, or would you do that before?
Yeah, I don't know what the solution to that. That's a tough one, man. It really is. Because I can see them being a nuisance. But I don't know. It makes me feel better that somebody else is paying for it. If it's taxpayers paying for it, that's
I
just
think
wrong.
there's some sort of taxpayer thing going into it, but
I really don't like.
go lay down.
I would have to read all that stuff
Go
and
lay
kind
down.
of educate myself what they're trying to do, because like the stuff that I've read is just pretty low level, you know.
I mean, either way,
This one needed
just
But to me, even if you're gassing them, geese are just gonna be back.
well, like the guy on that podcast. I don't know if you got to it. He was making
watch a little bit.
he was making a point of like being harsh or not harsh, but like he was like, instead
This
of
one's
saying
at
like
15%.
euthanizing the geese, he was like, you're putting them in gas chambers, which they are. And then they were talking about nest destruction or whatever.
Is this the curb stomping?
And he was calling it curb stomping.
Yeah.
And it's like, and then the
You know what, there
biologist was
might
like,
be.
well, we usually collect eggs.
Maybe they have
freeze them.
binoculars.
It's like,
Yeah, actually,
that's
I did bring my
where you
Let me
freeze
see
them.
them real
How
quick.
much are we paying to freeze them?
Give it a minute before you swap it out, though.
I don't know.
I mean, we're
yeah.
paying
When you
something
get a
for
chance,
it.
let me see your binoculars.
Well, yeah, but I don't know if they're using it for like studying something. I mean,
But we're still paying for them to uproot nests, freeze them to kill them.
to me, it just makes me think that we don't know how to manage like the problem areas that we can't hunt them. You know.
All I know is the guy in our county, the one DNR guy.
Mhm.
I like that guy.
Yeah, I do like them too. He's nice.
He's nice. Even though he checks us like,
Yeah, I don't know if he just doesn't remember.
no, I think
I feel like we get checked like every week.
I feel like he remembers, but because he never interrupts a hunt. Like he'll just like
Oh, he has. He's
the guy at like
He's interrupted me before.
Where
you.
Yeah, well, I was hunting not at the point, and
I hear
he's
geese.
walked off.
Interrupt it while birds were coming.
No, there was no birds at that time.
So
But
that's
to
what
me,
I'm
it's
saying.
still interrupting. You just never know.
I guess what I'm saying is, I feel like he's standing behind us, and he's like, nothing's going on, and he walks down, and he
He just wants to chat.
you usually Toby, go lay down. Go lay down, Tobe. I'm gonna put you back upstairs. Lay down. Right there. Lay down. I don't feel like he's interrupting our hunts because he's watching and he like comes down and he's just like, hey, guys, how's the day been going?
Yeah.
I feel like he
I think there was one time he was like checking us. I was like, do I gotta go through this again?
Oh,
I
there's
think
a dead one
the-
out there.
he checked us one time. The first time he checked us, we were in our boat coming to the lodge. And then I feel like after that, he would just walk up on us and we'd be like, hey. He'd be like, oh, yeah, I know you have your license. And
Yeah.
plugs are in. Like, and then he would just ask if we've seen.
Oh, there's a goose right here.
I think the only thing he asked me is like, do you have your life jacket? He asked me that every single time
So there's 3 right there.
because I never have it.
Oh, I forgot my whistle.
Yeah, there.
Hey,
You,
another one
you
there.
forget your whistle quite a bit.
No,
Man.
this one was there.
And the thing is I never think about it, but I always have
Oh,
one in my
that
phone
was the one that was there.
because it's on my
Crawl
keys.
over there.
Oh, it was still alive? No, that was one of the second batch. The Ted,
Here, do me a favor, hit your butt.
Ted brought one from over here.
And
Around.
just hand it to me.
Why it's making weird noises.
No, it's fucking. There you go.
I got 2 shots now.
I know.
I remember we.
Are you out there yelling?
Well, it sounds like it. I'm yelling at Sweepy.
Yeah, I can.
I gotta keep. I'm worried.
So speaking of dogs, how much research have you put into the next one? You only have 2. You gotta like step your.
I mean, I know. So it depends. Like, it is. I've been trying to decide between a full-fledged
I know.
Word-Hair Vizsla and then also Poodle Pointer. I'm still kind of on the fence on that one.
Yeah.
But I don't have to go Poodle Pointer. I think the Word-Hair Vizsla is probably fine. Like, I really do. They're smart dogs. And I kind of like I mean, mine's a mixed breed. So,
But you're going off
But I'm going off Frost. I'm going off of his parents. 'Cause both of his parents aren't like, best hunting dogs in the world. But I'm going off of Frost because damn dog's pretty goddamn intelligent.
Right, but you're going off
So I'm telling you,
Frost.
like, I can't fall off
He stayed at my
completely.
house. Like, I love Frost. Frost is intelligent.
We're gonna
And he's
give
a
up on
cool
it?
dog.
No, I'm just gonna kill this guy.
Wired hair
Where's that other
Vizslas
Goose that was right here?
probably are just as rare as a poodle pointer.
I would say more. I don't. I remember looking up how many were in the U.S. like that were owned and recorded, and it was a low number.
But what's the
And there's a breeder down south. I'm not going to say names or anything like
but
that.
what's the stipulations on the Vizsla wire hair? Like breeding, like you're allowed to breed this dog because from the stuff you've done with the poodle pointers, I feel like it's like this dog has to accomplish X, Y, and Z to be bred.
I think we should
modify
basically
it.
like the Poodle Pointer Alliance.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that
And then
that
cut
whole
thing
like
apart
collective
and
of
then,
people,
you know what I'm saying?
like they're breeding some.
Do you
Really
have
good
like an
dogs.
old crappy
And
box
then
you don't
you
care
got-
about?
I don't know like the community of the wired hair Vizsla, so I can't really speak to that. I only can go off of like what I'm reading and seeing, like as far as scores go and stuff like that, and just like people that I know, that have recommendations.
Right.
And I do feel so. Another thing I'm looking at is poodle pointers. I mean, they can run. I kind of like the range that I'm getting from Frost, and now I know I can't expect that from the next dog. But I feel like the range
Like
of a wired hair Vizsla would be right around where I want that dog. Because I don't want a dog to like as soon as I put it on the ground, 2 seconds later he's 300 yards away from me. Like that
But see,
whole
I
it makes
feel like
it just
that's-
not fun. Like I'm not that guy.
I feel like I'm sure when people watch this, they're gonna chew me up and down.
Good job, dog.
Pointer people are so into the natural ability of the dog,
Sure.
Can't believe
I think everybody should be into the natural ability of the dog.
but they allow that to oversee the training part of it. Like
So, Matt, when we
highly
when can
doubt.
we legally get on Half Moon Beach?
because I go up to Rooster Ranch and I see
I think
these
legally you can be on there now,
GSPs
but
that are high
Well, it
strung,
depends, because
just
there's
as
civilian
crazy
dogs.
as any
They
GSP I've
break
seen.
out,
But those dogs, because they've been trained since 9 months old to
so
sit
the DNR guys
and do
will
certain
run-
things at certain times, and they're hunting this ranch, let's say 20
And the
times a
legal
year,
law stuff that we were reading, it was like
Be-
what was it, 2
between
days after
training,
Labor Day?
collar
Yeah.
conditioning, and all the things. Those
It's
dogs
so
are
crazy.
not.
Some
They might
portions
jump
of
out of the truck
this
and
part,
take
some
off,
portions of
but
big,
soon as there's
some
like a
portions of
hey,
some
whoa, or
portions of-
whatever you want to
What are the
command you
portions?
want to say it
Yeah,
is,
go to your local
the
DNR
dog
guy.
comes back in and
You
hunts
guys
in the
decide.
range, and
We
the guy
might have to
has
take that part
some
out.
sort of control between collar and voice. Of, I don't care if you want to run 100, 300 yards, like you're gonna stay right here.
So when you're going to the ranch and doing that, you're everyone's working their dogs on this tower shoot. Which
No. I'm saying in the field.
So you're saying in the field?
In the field, they're not letting them dogs run like that.
Park at the road.
They're not, because you have to think it when you're in a pheasant farm, they're planting birds. Okay,
Yeah.
so when you get your list of clients, there's however many birds came off the tower or just are out there,
Just all the leftovers.
and then you have, let's say, 5 to 10 birds planted. those birds are planted, probably in some sort of sequence. So if you let your dog just run 300 yards, he might find the last bird.
If I'm at a so dealing with Chubbs, he is a dog. If I'm on public land, I mean he's old now. He's 11, so I can almost keep up with him. Put it that way.
Right.
But that dog is still pushing 100% of his body of what he has.
Oh yeah, he'll kill himself.
Yeah, he will kill himself. But when I'm at a preserve, it's different because there's birds all over the goddamn place. He doesn't have to go far. But if I'm like actually hunting, I don't consider preserves hunting. If I'm actually hunting, that dog is on a fucking mission, and he doesn't care if I'm with him or not.
Right. But controlling.
If I trained him from the get-go and I knew what I was doing when I got him, because I took him to a trainer. I took Chubbs to a trainer. They got him started, got him geeked on birds, and then I just took him and hunted him. That's all I did.
Well, okay. Let's take pointers out of it. If I just let Toby, when I go on even a preserve hunt, if I just let him run,
in there.
I get my safety briefing. I say, this is how it's going to go. This is how the hunt's going to go. And Toby's sitting next to me at heel or just sitting. And then I'm like, all right, hunt him up. Toby will just take off running. And if I don't say too far, the dog will just keep running. And so that means being a flushing dog, he's going to be a first contact that he has a bird 100 yards away. He's going to flush it and it's going to go up.
Yeah, but that's different because that's a flusher.
Right.
But a pointer, I mean, a good trained pointer, if he's 100 yards out and he's on point and holding a bird, he needs to fucking wait his ass there until that owner.
And I can see that in the prairies. Like if you're in the prairies where it's easy to walk, you're walking through switchgrass. But in northern Michigan, where you have to work through the briars,
Right off on right.
in swamps, in creeks, and all this stuff.
They're behind the trees.
And I would like to get you know what pointer I would like to get.
Gordon.
I want a Gordon from a guy down south. If I can't tell him to just slow down.
Oh, but there's some shit going on.
Get that one.
No, but he gets it. Oh no, it goes down. Look at that.
Nice. Got them all? Woohoo! Yes, they pay here.
Marcus. Remember, this is Marcus's first waterfowl hunt.
We'll get
He's never been waterfowl hunting.
Excellent.
Yep. Everybody should.
But dude, I had to give it to him because like every single time we went out, it was like a bluebird day.
Good.
We didn't see anything. This is probably the most action that we had also. But no, that's not true. That one hunt we did at that fucking field with Marcus and my cousin and stuff.
Oh, yeah,
that was a really good day, man. That was an awesome day.
Take it off over. CP.
Like we got a lot of good birds coming in that day. That was awesome.
Where's that other one?
Right in front.
Right in front of Brett.
You don't see that all the time. Oh, way back there.
How many geese we got so far?
What is Chase picking up a bird right now? What's going on?
Breaker.
Maybe.
Told you to sit.
He just said him.
Way back.
Kennel.
Way back.
Kennel.
There we go.
There you go.
White. 1, 2. How
Good
many
boy,
we got?
Chase.
I think we took 5 out of that.
How many we got?
12 altogether.
We got 1.
That might be it.
You know, one thing I was curious about. Last year we had a bigger.
6.
We had a higher limit for these, and this year we didn't. Didn't we have? Weren't we allowed 6
We got
last?
11 then.
Are you sure?
11.
I don't think so.
No, dude.
Hey, Matt, do we need to change the battery in the camera and the spread?
Yes.
No, because I got it plugged into the Volta.
Oh,
I can't see.
What?
We're gonna have to check on it. I'm assuming we got 2 hours.
Did you just think I was talking to you, or
No, I was just talking. I knew where it was going from the
I might
TV.
go check on it.
I can do it. It's
I
just
knew.
easier.
I knew somebody would think that. We're down 2 people. What am I looking up? Holy fuck! I forgot.
how many last season Geese?
Oh yeah. So that was 2023.
Mhm.
I thought it was higher, man.
No.
Quiet.
In Michigan during the 2023. I'm reading the top thing. I don't. We're gonna have to double check this even. But it says in Michigan during the 2023 waterfowl hunting season, the daily back limit for dark
And
geese
it was recording.
was 20. I don't remember that being that high. I thought it was more like
No, that's
How
not
you
true.
gonna cook that fish in there?
That's not true.
Breast it out.
That
fucking
That's
the AI overview is way off on that one.
news. So
What kind of
So
dumb
you-
shit is
we were
this?
talking about some
Hold on.
AI stuff the other day.
Yeah,
This-
dude.
not even dog training stuff. But
Okay.
did you realize like you could pull up AI right now, like because you're smarter than me, and we could
It's just
put
a website.
we could put documents into it of
Mhm.
our like whatever findings, and then when other people look into it, like the AI takes that into accountability.
1 mile lake. 4 mile lake. 4 miles. Maybe that's
I can't answer that. I don't
No, I'm just saying, like
yeah, I'm not sure how
I
they're
watch-
educating the AIs and stuff like that.
that's how. I'm just saying, like I
I
watched.
think it varies from company to company.
I watched a podcast with, I would say, a very he's an actor that now thinks he's a scientist or is a scientist or whatever.
You could get your
And he
vote.
was like,
You 100%
like
could get your
active
vote.
in the podcast was like, will you upload these to the AI so it will like be able to?
Which AI?
There's a bunch
I don't
of pointers that's all knocked down.
Knocked
I
down
get-
now.
I mean, there's not much.
Goose season. God, why can't you just look at
I
all
do
this
that.
damn stuff?
He's got 11. He's got 10 left.
Canada Goose.
What'd you say? Oh, my neighbor? Oh, he's got shot. They're out there. Yeah, they got 10. Where are they hunting? No clue. Probably about somewhere close to the house. I'm sure they know everybody over there. Oh, yeah. That's because of Ryan.
Five.
We went out that, what, 2 years
For
ago?
2023. I swear to God, it was 6. I thought we had a higher limit. at
Guys,
one
geese,
time.
geese.
I still feel like this
Right
is
off our
wrong.
right. Doing,
I don't even think we need to call.
But we
Don't
had,
call.
there was like a bump at some point.
No,
Dude, I'm willing to put money. I'm willing to
So
gamble $100 on this.
I'll tell you what you're thinking. There was one point where early season was 5 and
Just keep
regular
your head
season
down.
was 3.
And now it's 5 and 5. There was one where it was
Shoot 'em.
6.
No,
Horrible.
I thought that one.
Here.
You don't feel like going off to the right.
I took the.
My favorite is when Brent takes
Whoever
the
shot
shot.
that one.
What the hell's going on?
That's him right there.
Lay down.
Well, there's
Who
one
shot
that
that?
shot your ass, and it just dropped out of the sky. Just all-
Somebody, bro.
Oh, so there's one out there? I saw one come down.
No.
No. I never
No?
saw one drop. I didn't see one drop. I hit one in the ass. And
Hold on.
I saw the feathers flap. and that was that
Oh,
one.
shit.
I can't believe that we didn't kill any of those.
They're pretty good. I was
There was
Rewind
one. No.
Rewind it.
I
One fell.
figured they were going to see.
Oh, there was
the back of
one.
These guys. Lay down. Kennel.
These old guys can't believe that we're killing geese like
No.
shooting them how we are at far with 3.5s.
No.
Bob's got that tee shot.
Where's that other goose that was right here?
I might have went a little too far back.
Way
Way too far? Hold on a second.
I can't see it all.
Here, sweet pea. Geese, a bunch of
Here we
geese off
go.
our right. Guys, get down.
Where they at?
Right off our right.
Calvin, sit.
They're behind the trees.
No, they're right here.
Oh no, the right
Sorry,
side.
sweet pea.
Brent knows how to hide. Oh, what's he doing? I mean, he's got his hood over his head.
Shoot him.
Yeah, one right there.
No,
No.
this is different. You went way too far back. This is
We
way
didn't
too
really
far
get
there.
there.
This is way too far back.
Here, sweet pea. Here.
Got two and three.
No, we already watched
How
this.
far many times? How far
You
back?
went way far back.
Go get him.
Yeah, those are pretty big.
I feel like I'm too far ahead now. If we don't find it, oh well. I'm like 4 minutes further.
Okay.
Fucking A. Yeah, the back of that panel line's not good. You gotta fix that. I feel like
You bought that panel blind, right?
Come over there. There's no big water body up there either.
But I feel like if that panel blind would have just even been brushed on both sides, it would help hide them.
Maybe they're coming off 4 miles.
Just that,
Isn't that pretty far? How many
that
miles?
whatever. It's not green, but it's like brown. But
Two?
Yeah.
if that would have
It's
been,
literally straight that way. All the real-
I feel like everybody should just be laying in the grass.
4 Mile Lake. Doing good.
I like the more you say it, like,
I personally like shooting from the ground.
and you know what? If I could buy one duck boat, is that one that
You
I've
can
showed
get
you
your boat.
multiple times.
You
that's, like,
100%
built
can
by,
get your boat in.
I can't remember who it's built by, but it's like a boat that's got layout. Like you can buy.
Yeah, I've seen it.
I've showed it to you. Like if I could buy one duck boat, it would be that.
Yeah, no, that would be that's a
Because I feel like, where do you see it? Somebody in a layout boat like that?
I don't think I've ever seen it. Anyone use one?
No,
I don't know anyone rich enough to.
they're less expensive than Bob's boat. We could go
Well,
buy
Bob's boat's pretty expensive.
Yeah, but we could go buy that hull for I think the big one's $13,000.
I guess not.
Here we go.
I don't.
But then
Guys,
you're
Geese,
spending
Geese.
another $10,000
Right off our right.
Yeah,
I don't even think we need to call.
I'll just
Don't call.
use my $100 Radisson canoe.
We're gonna try layout hunting in the Radisson.
I'm fine
canoe.
with that.
We laid out hunting in my little tiny John boat.
Yeah, no, that worked fine. That worked out pretty good.
Just keep
That was
your head
good.
down.
I just feel like spending money on boats. Is just,
I
Shoot
wonder if that's what we should do with my big boat.
make it a layout boat.
No, but instead of building a blind on it, right?
Here.
Yeah.
We make like cot things that
Whoever
go
shot that
across
one in
it.
the ass. Right
I would. That actually
Lay
sounds
down.
a lot more comfortable to me. And you're off. If we got like canvas or something like
And
that.
all the storage
One
under
out
it,
there?
right?
I saw
Yeah,
one come
no.
down.
I'd be
No.
down with that. And then the dog can just
No.
sit in between everybody.
I hit one in the ass.
Down low.
That might be a really good idea.
I can't believe
I
they
don't. I
didn't
don't
kill
hate
any.
that idea.
They're
I
pretty
definitely don't hate that.
We should do
Is that you?
I was surprised you called that one.
When I was in
Well,
the
I
Army.
Yeah.
Yeah.
figured they were gonna see the back of these guys.
That was basic.
Okay.
Lay down. Kennel.
My cousin asked me where I went to basic
Come on.
training, and I told him
Come on.
somewhere, and it was definitely not Fort Jackson. I told him somewhere else. Like, I didn't remember.
You didn't remember.
They came in with no noise.
So that's South Carolina.
But no. So now that's gonna be what we
The
did.
same one.
Yeah, they're flying.
I like that idea. I like that the best because everyone's like laying down, not moving. You know.
I bet we could put.
Now across the street, Brent, where
We'll
they
have to see.
have
'cause
the
we're
little
gonna
pond,
do-
is any
we're
of
gonna
that
use
leaf or
layout
anything, or is that all
lines
crops?
to do it,
Okay.
and then we're gonna make 2x4
You know, it's
planks
The sun.
that sun
with
right behind us.
plywood across them. Okay, that go across the whole thing, and then we're gonna put our A-frames on them or our layouts on them.
Okay. I'm fine
I
with
thought
that.
that one dropped.
That'll
I
work.
did too, but
Oh, this is gonna be interesting.
Did it drop a little bit?
yes.
Okay, that's probably what I saw and I moved down.
I probably
Can you
shot over the
imagine
top.
it?
I can imagine that. That might work out. That actually might be the best. And then just kind of just put brush on top.
No, we just straight up
we'll,
missed.
like make the boards.
Suck.
Maybe
You know you
get
suck.
Kenny to make them or something out of, or go buy aluminum, make them light, so it's not super heavy.
This is a,
What? Make what light, probably. They're out.
what?
You got one?
Doesn't matter.
No, I suppose not. It worked.
Whatever you're shooting, if you get to it.
After I got that last one last year, I'm like,
Dude, what happened to us like a couple weeks ago? So we went. So you know where you go down Good Band, and you were talking about. I checked it out. Like you know that one marsh that's on the left,
yeah,
and then there's like that trail that walks back there, and you're like, yeah, you can just walk right out to that marsh. And so like we went over there, me and Chris did, and then we got back to the truck, and I think I had the truck for like a day, and we got
Ticks
inside,
everywhere.
just ticks covering my pants. I'm like, fuck.
So the
Had to get out.
Betty's restaurant in Pinckney closed, okay?
No, it's back
And I
open.
had to
Somebody
spray all the
rebought it.
clothing with permethrin.
We just ate there
you
last
know,
Sunday.
do all that stuff, which I
Yeah.
do for another.
When did it?
Treatment.
When
It's been
did
3
they
weeks.
close it last? When they shut it down? And
They shut it down like a year or two ago, and then some.
I
Yeah,
forget the
spray
old
that.
lady's name that owned it. She was
Spray whatever.
kind of-
Oh, I haven't sprayed the dogs with the. I bought so I bought fucking bandanas that I'm gonna treat and put them around the dog's neck.
but the directions right in it is for like,
Livestock.
yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the freaking difference?
No, people do spray their dogs with it. I just haven't.
I-
because the thing
I made
I
a
don't
bottle
like
of
about
it.
it, it's like I just see my dogs licking themselves. And,
See,
you
I
know.
made a bottle of it because I'm not.
Have you sprayed them with it?
One girl
Yeah.
or whatever, she wanted to be a cat.
Yes.
You did spray them. With
Yeah.
it. Okay.
The boys were happy.
When I went to the rooster ranch.
Okay.
And then I made the bottle because I'm not I don't want to treat Sweet Pea like with one
Well,
that's
my
like long-lasting
Lauren's
'cause she's
cousin's a teacher
pregnant.
down in Arizona, and they have
Yeah,
litter
and they
boxes
lick
in every
themselves
bathroom.
too. You probably
So,
don't want
like-
them doing that.
Not the
So
school my
I-
kids are going
I
through.
will give
I mean,
her,
is
like,
it
a light-
real that that's actually true?
You know, just
Well,
a quick
I
one.
know,
Or is
You
it
re-
just
you re-
something that
Like
that's
swim
kind
them
of
She told
afterwards?
us there's litter box in
I
every
think it's
bathroom
so
at her school.
diluted what I got.
really?
I have in the bottle
My kids-
Okay.
that I'm not really in the amount of work she's
So how
gonna
does
do in
that?
that
How big's
day.
the litter box?
I think
Is
it
it like a
just-
human-sized litter
if I'm
box,
not gonna put any type of preventative,
or is
on
it
her,
just like a normal
might
cat
just-
litter box? You got to squat
you know,
over
they
it.
might
I don't know.
jump on her and be like, ah,
The question
I wanna
is,
get off.
do they have a crab
not.
strap?
They do not have a crap
Yeah, no, I haven't sprayed the dogs with it yet. I
If
bought
they
like
put the cat
bandanas to
strap
treat those,
in the
and then I'll just wrap
bathroom,
them around their necks and still keep
The
an eye
cat
on
probably
it.
couldn't figure
I
it out.
don't see how that's
God, why are so many dogs?
Because they're not gonna like if I spray their bodies and then I get home they start licking themselves.
well, I mean, I guess you could spray their bodies like not lickable, like around them. You could spray their neck and their head.
I mean, do you
Right?
think that?
Yeah, but it's not protected. Well, yeah,
Do you
it's the
think
same
they're
thing.
one
as
day,
the
if that's all true?
I mean, it's no different than me putting that Advantic stuff on their neck, which I don't care what anyone says. I don't feel like that top shit.
No, because they're cats.
I really don't.
I know.
What's that?
I put it
No,
on
they're
every
not
single
gonna
month.
make
I'm still
human
pulling
litter 'cause they're
ticks off.
cats.
I'm
Like,
still
are
pulling
they
ticks
dead?
off. No, they're latched
Well,
on.
Oh,
Still,
really?
yeah, I'm pulling ticks out. I don't care what anyone fucking says. I take the dogs out there enough to like go, okay, this shit ain't working.
Misidentifying the
Advantix 2 or whatever the hell it is, 3, I can't remember.
fucking cat.
But I still continue to use it as
I don't pay
preventative,
attention.
you know.
I mean, I have
And I don't think like next guard, like the efficacy throughout the month just gets lower and lower
think you
and
got
lower.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I remember it's like, oh, I got another week, you know. Yeah, and I think that's when Chubbs got like I had like another week before his next treatment, and I think that was the week that he got anaplasmosis.
Is it like the size of
You know,
I mean, I got
and then we looked in. So there's a warranty on those drugs, and then when they looked into it, like they were yelling at me for not treating. Like the vets were getting mad at me for not treating my dogs. And I had to prove, no, dude, I give them the shit that you recommend, and it didn't work, and they didn't believe it.
They just keep
And I had to show all my receipts to see if they could go back to the company for a warranty. And they got with the company once I produced all the receipts.
Yeah.
You know, because I do it every month. And they contacted the company like, oh, no, anaplasmosis, like a dog or a human can contract that within 6 hours. And there's no way of preventing that.
Well, I mean,
And they were like, we didn't know. Like the vets had no idea. Because it's becoming more and more prominent around here.
Well, I think I spray my clothes with that shit, and I still get ticks on me.
Are you totally like just drenching
them, hanging them outside. Hold on.
Okay. Dude, how many times you gotta take a piss?
We haven't seen. Have we seen any geese come from that way? They've all been over here. Huh?
Well, yeah, because they're all coming from that corner, right? Yesterday, for the
Yeah.
most part.
They come right up in front of the. I mean, like literally right up the front door. I can see the hoof prints on the literally walking up to the mat of it.
Where the fuck's this shit?
They knock on the door and they have to jam it.
Jump, Toby. Nope, watch out.
Road? Yeah. You know why they're there? No. They like the signal. They like that. They walk down the road too far. No, we thought we were putting tobacco on top of the
Okay.
corn file, bait file.
Did you get a beer?
Toby,
No.
what are you doing, man?
Yeah. Every time I look off to the right, I think there are more geese, but they're just damn ducks.
You're like, oh, you had to get that. You had to get the antler.
I didn't feel like dealing with the lighter.
Oh,
And the antler's kind of cool, man. Did you make that?
Dude,
Jeez.
Oh, yeah.
my sister got it for me somewhere. But you can make it.
I mean, yeah, you can make this.
20 years ago, I might have had to shoot one.
I don't think we should. Really?
I think it's pretty much over. You know, I think we just sit here. I know we're hot. At this
Hold
point.
up. We got some.
Oh yeah, two coming right
Oh
at
wait,
us.
no, I guess we're wrong.
I think we can get
We got the sun right
four
on
for sure. Layout on that boat. And
Okay.
Just two right out front.
We're gonna take that in Saginaw Bay.
Stay.
What are you talking about? I fished. I've driven.
I'm fine
across
with, dude. I'm
bay
cool
to
with
bay. Yeah,
Here they come.
I'll run that boat. And shit. We're gonna run it right where we live.
Yeah.
Behind us.
This is gonna be way more fun.
Yeah.
Way more interesting.
What the boat?
Because I have.
Oh, the layout thing. The layout.
Because the way I'm looking at it is, we're gonna make like gurneys. Okay.
No, I totally get it. I understand
We're gonna
what you're
make
saying.
gurneys, and they're gonna go from gunny to gunny. All right. So like wall to wall. Layout line's gonna go on top of that, and they're not gonna be attached like to the boat. So like we'll be able to pick them up, stack them,
Hold on.
so we can still travel in the boat and use the boat. And then when we get to hunting, we're gonna pick them up, put them. in
There
the boat.
needs to be. So if it's going from edge to edge, there needs to be like something to prevent the board. Because I can just see like if it's kind of choppy or
Yeah,
something.
they're coming back.
No,
Sliding off or something.
no. That definitely.
Yeah. There needs to we need to take some sort of precaution. I can see something awesome happening with that one.
No. Definitely.
Just slides.
Yeah, they'll hook right to the gun.
guns or whatever.
Even watching the Call Tuning Garage. Have you been watching that?
And they bugged out.
Checked them all out.
When they got
Good.
behind us,
Oh, wait.
look at this panel lit up like
Basically, I mean, I know what to do, but like, I
Here they
never
come.
tune my calls. But now I will put it that way.
Yeah. I mean, Brent's way more hidden in that green hoodie.
Well, he's in the shadows. I mean, you got Jim and Bob. Like everyone's lit up, and he's like in the shadows.
You have a little shine on your face. Bob's got it. I mean, no fault to Bob or Jim. It's just where the sun's coming. But
Yeah. Oh, here it goes.
Whoa.
That's my favorite part. This is my
Who did
favorite
that?
part. Because Brent's just like,
I'm
fuck
pretty
it,
sure
I'm
he-
shooting.
But doesn't he get one here?
You know,
Nope.
they didn't fall down. No, that's pretty suspect. I mean, you move.
Because you didn't call it. You remember? You don't remember this?
No, I do, but I thought after, like, I got mad about it or whatever, and then I thought that we went and picked up
Yeah, I
one
thought you guys
down.
would.
No.
I was going to let them work.
Nope.
more.
Hey, Ted,
Hmm.
if you want to, on this panel blind,
Yeah.
get yourself some black spray paint. You put a bunch of stripes and stuff on the inside of this. See what's happening with this light? The sun coming in.
See, Bob already called it.
It's like-
Well, they were talking about like
Yeah, there's already
the whole
some red
morning.
on
They're
this
like,
side.
this ain't working.
There's already some red on this side on the inside. Yeah.
Like, I mean, you can see it from the camera.
Oh, yeah,
from
yeah.
the camera. It's like it's pretty bright.
But at the same token, people don't understand that camera's like what 8 feet above us, looking down. So,
But
like,
they're way higher than geese
no
are.
shit. I understand the geese are, but when you're building a blind, you never think like nobody's like, hey, Tarzan, go climb the tree and see what it looks like from 8. Like you think you got this really good, like you look behind you at this, your eye view, and it's like just rocks and grass. You're like, oh, that's a good backdrop.
I mean, we did think we're like when we set all this up.
We thought we were pretty good hit.
Yeah. But once people get in there and they start stomping around,
I mean, the A-frame, if it was just us three in that
we
A-frame,
probably would know
it
better.
would, we're hidden.
Yeah.
Other than our backs.
No, if we get down in there, they can't see us.
I don't know if I hear a goose or I hear crane. I hear a chicken. I hear this.
Funny thing is, there's a lot of people.
Well, yeah, aren't they like
What,
over
this
on that
one-
property?
this-
I've seen them a lot just driving around there.
Somebody
Would
owns
you
it.
shoot a peacock if it came in the spread?
Not if I knew somebody owned it, like a neighbor or something, because that might piss the property owner off.
But no, I think there's a lot of peacocks. So I'm just saying, like, if there was just like wild peacocks and it came in the spread, would you shoot it?
If it's legal, yeah.
I mean, it's an invasive species, right?
I don't know about that. It's just not native. I don't think it's an invasive species.
So you just can't
I
shoot
would
them.
have to say if the geese get in behind us, and they're like.
No,
like
I
those
think
are,
you,
we
I,
should
dude,
shoot
you
them.
gotta look it up. But no, I
I've
think
seen
you
everything.
can
I've
shoot
seen
one.
everything.
Like if, yeah, I don't care.
You were pretty
Like
weird.
if you're out in the woods on public land and a fucking peacock, like, yeah, I'm pretty sure you can shoot that.
Well, we don't know. We don't.
I'm pretty sure it's not a native species. It's no different than me taking a bunch of chuckers out in the public land and shooting the fuck out of those, training a dog. I can do that legal. I can do that with Tennessee red quail too. It's just not native.
I don't think we can shoot quail at the ground anymore.
Why?
'Cause I don't think we can use
Yeah,
live
let's
rounds.
move back on the hill, and we're sitting up higher too.
Oh, no way.
You say move
I don't think. Because I was shooting.
Then that means I can't. I
Yeah,
can't.
there's too much of a hill.
I have until April 15th,
Not here.
which
I'll
I
probably
know I'm
move
not
it
going to have
down
enough
or
time to
something.
do that.
So you can hang on to it as long as you need it.
We'll talk about that later. But
Yeah, I need
I was
more
shoot.
about that.
I was shooting the
Really,
blank
at the end of
gun.
the year in Southern Michigan had a discount with my
With
bucket for $99.
the girl.
Yeah.
And okay, that sounded weird. I was shooting a starter pistol with my dog named Girl,
Yes.
and Bob was like, "You were doing what?" And I was like, "I was doing this." They're like, it was like they want it quiet or something.
Well, what the? How the fuck are you supposed to train dogs there if you can't?
We're allowed to use poppers.
But how's that any different than a starter pistol? It's not even as loud. Or just
no, it's way loud.
the starter pistol?
Fuck yeah.
You think so?
Then a popper? Or
So we
that-
can't even put primers in the launchers?
No, that's what it is. Primers.
But the starter pistol's a primer.
Man, I know.
It's not that loud.
The starter pistol is louder than our shotgun.
No fucking way. No way. No way. No way is that damn starter pistol. That thing's quiet.
All right. I have a way of doing this at this somewhere. Where we're talking about. I will shoot my shotgun. You standing to my right, in like shoulder, and I will shoot that starter pistol right here. The one that's gonna ring your ears is gonna be the starter pistol.
Any sort of loud noise next to your ear is gonna.
Shotgun here, starter pistol.
If you put a shotgun next to my, like I've had you shoot your shotgun next.
No,
to me.
you're talking. I'm talking barrel. You're talking barrel. I'm saying you put. I'm just telling you, a handgun is louder. A short. The reason I had to read gun break, the girl dog.
I understand that. That was the short barrel shotgun. Yeah.
A short anything is louder than a long one.
That starter pistol is not loud. I don't care what anyone says. Like no way is that thing loud and should bother anybody.
You think
And the fact that you can't shoot live round, like it's training grounds. That is retarded.
I'm gonna figure this stuff out.
And, it's like, what are you paying money for if you can't shoot like real rounds to train your dog? Because poppers don't sound like shit, you know.
You're talking about not a pointing club. You're talking about a retriever club. So you're talking about scenarios of retrieve.
Yes, and then a lot of times you go duck hunting with like 12 guys shooting 3 shots each.
No shit.
So how are you supposed to condition your fucking dog for that?
I think
You're paying $160 for 4 months to train there.
The next club that
I know you're paying $400,
$500.
$500. Okay,
$5.
Which
You
is-
can shoot live flyers out there. But I think it's kind of like
you guys gotta find a new place. That's dumb. Like that shouldn't have been even negotiable.
I think it's gonna be. I think there's like we can figure this out because like where I told, we'll talk about it.
Because that means I don't got a place to do this if I,
But what you really need to work on that dog is the retrieve, and the retrieve is.
And the retrieve is going to be with a round being shot off. Like
But
eventually.
he should be first do it without.
Yes, and I'll use it for that, but I'm always going to want like a primer or something going
Oh yeah,
on.
we can. Yeah, the primer thing, I don't think it's gonna be a problem. And I there's a workaround with the shooting the other ones.
Otherwise, I got to, what is the date? July 15th. I'm going to have to wait till July 15th to do this. So I got to listen to all those loud ass quail fucking crowing in the beginning of the morning. They're loud, dude. I'm
I
like
wonder
ready
what
to
they're
shoot them.
planting in one field.
Come on, geese.
The backfield.
No, the field that we have permission on
Oh,
down the road.
No, I heard a goose.
Well, they're going to start growing something there pretty soon.
Right, but is it beans or corn?
Well, they're not going to want us walking around on their crops,
Those geese going the other
But
way.
we can
No, cranes.
start doing it now.
Yeah. I mean, it would be nice because it's close. Yeah, it would yeah. That's tough, dude. You guys need to find a place. That too, but I mean, as far as the club goes, I would be working on that one, dude. That sounds like a racket. I probably shouldn't even be talking about this right now.
No, it's not a racket. I mean,
There sounds like a lot. There sounds like a lot of
the
drama.
HRC stuff is freaking awesome. Love the community, but if say I could buy 200 acres right now, I would never start an HRC club, but I would start a training club where kind of like where you take the dogs to walk.
Oh yeah. We stopped going there.
Oh, you stopped going there. I would just be like, you can join this club. These are the rules. Like, this is what you can do. Nobody else has a say in it
Now I
than me.
get
And
What's that?
you
Hey,
can
Goose
train
coming.
7 days a week between these.
A whole bunch of
dates.
them.
And just make like a training group or club, not where, because an HRC club they have to put on hunt tests like every 4 years
Okay.
to be like a non-profit or whatever they are classified.
Okay. Yeah, I just need land.
Move to cheapest land in the world, Arizona.
I don't want to live there.
No, but there's a lot of quail.
I know there's a lot of quail, but I like that's a state that doesn't interest me to live. I like living more north. I do like the winter.
These geese do not come in.
No, I think it's look how shiny that is.
So shiny.
Like you can't even see.
You can't see us.
No, we're all in there. Like Brent is a little more hidden because he's in the shadows.
He's in the shadows, and he also just has a solid color on, like his head's covered up. Like the reflection off his hoodie on his head right there is not as bad as the camo that he's wearing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's just shadows on that dark color.
Way high.
Shoot that team.
So how much you guys pay? Like how much does that property cost for lease for the season? For the what is that? 4 months or 5 months? 5 6 months?
I don't know what I say, but I don't know. More than you think, probably.
I'm thinking 4. 10.
No, but
So between 4 and 10.
yeah, but I'm not.
Why can't you say it?
I'm on the board and I'm retarded, and I don't know what I'm allowed to say. I'm the politician when it comes to HRC club. I mean, me and you can talk about it, but
Yeah, no, you can't talk about it publicly.
well, yeah, because like, but I will say this: out of all the clubs that I know of their payments and stuff for HRC, not like field trials and AKC stuff, like that's the club that I'm going to join up. That's $500.
Let's give
That's
that a try.
Not when it comes to what
I know you're getting something out of it, but I look at that and I'm just like, $500, no.
Yeah, but
I feel like it's I get the high price and stuff like that, but
So let's just say this: I have all retrievers. So let's say there was 4 clubs around here, right? And they were like,
She's gonna be
for
editing.
$500 a club, and I'm not
Well,
saying
these
you
cameras
do
don't
all
have
of
a
it,
zoom.
you get access
I don't have a
to 500 acres of manicured like switchgrass and
Your wife still thinks this is 8 inches.
like perfect grouse woods and stuff like that where you can go work a pointer 7 days a week from off season to off season.
Oh, there's a big string coming over the trees the same way the
You
other
can
ones
get in
do.
there, plant birds.
Not making any
there's
noise.
Wild birds.
They
that
don't
you
make
can run
noise, don't
on,
call it.
whatever.
They're gonna come
If you
from
can
the
put your
left of that
dog,
big group of
Like
trees
you
over
know,
there.
you're gonna go to that place and you're gonna
Yeah,
like
right in the
teach
middle,
them something
right here.
every single day.
And it's close by.
You got to be willing to drive 40 miles a day.
They'll do it on their own.
If they don't make any noise, we won't make any noise.
I mean, 40 miles isn't that. So 40 miles total a day. So 20 miles
No.
there.
40.
Fuck that. You're asking like that's like 2 hours of driving just to go do that every single day when you
But
gotta.
Yeah.
but how good of a dog do you want?
I want to fucking do it right next door. I want to wake up and walk out my back door.
Okay,
And do it.
so-
like that's what I want.
But
like,
but right now you don't own property. So what I'm saying is you have to be.
I would be more willing to lease a property nearby for $2,000 to be able to train and hunt on.
Coming around.
I would be
Me
more willing
too.
to do that. Now, the drive 2 hours a day to like contribute, like to me, it's like $500. How many people are contributing $500?
No, I'm just saying.
Because that's something I want to know too. Like,
No, I'm saying you go to the property and you do your own thing.
and then here's the other thing. So let's say it is a community of people that paid $500 to go to these training grounds, right? We got 500 acres. I mean, a lot of times I go there's a shit ton of people, you know. And it's just like I kind of want like my own personal space. I know you can get a little further away from
But see,
people,
that's harder when it comes to a
but
pointy dog.
for that's why I don't think it's worth $500. If there's going to be all these other people there potentially,
But see,
they should be like
in the-
200.
in the retriever world, it almost benefits you more
Yeah, that's
having the more people because it teaches your dog discipline of waiting, sitting, not his turn, focusing in on what he wants to do. And it's a different thing than pointers. So like
Make a little softball.
there's no bigger benefit than like today when I was at the training ground where there's 25, 30 trucks, meaning let's say an average of 1.5 dogs. So
Those are high,
dogs
don't
barking,
those.
people blowing whistles.
Yeah, you got a lot of
They're real
distractions.
Lots of shit going on.
Come on.
And then you pull your dog out of the truck. The dog knows exactly what's going on. And they have to stay under control for X amount of time to get up to have its turn to do what it's supposed to do. You know what I mean? And not blow up.
Yeah.
So when it comes to retrievers, those big rounds with the community really benefit. I can see with a pointing dog, it's not beneficial. It would be more beneficial to just say, I leased 100 acres of switchgrass and I get to go out there by myself and a friend.
I think if you're testing and doing stuff like that, I'm just not that guy. So if you're testing and doing that stuff, which I am not knocking, I know people enjoy doing it, great. But I just want to hunt my dog.
But see, you are that guy because all the other things you do in life, you are down to like, you're like Lauren, like you're a perfectionist. Like you do something on the computer, you do something somewhere else. You
I
want
wouldn't say I wouldn't go as far as saying I'm a perfectionist.
more than me.
Yeah, I mean, I could probably loosen up on a few things, but yeah.
But you're really good. You're like, you wouldn't put out.
Well, if they do
I was
that
like,
again, we'll shoot
yo,
'em.
edit
Yeah.
some video.
Right next.
I had to talk you to go live because
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
want to. I didn't want to like spend 20 to 30 hours extra a week.
Yeah, because you'll take a 10-minute video and be like, I
At least
gotta
try
make
to
it
wait
the
until
best.
everybody can shoot.
So,
Well, yeah, because that's how it goes, man. Like,
But
you want
at
to put
the
your
same
best
time-
foot forward.
but why would you do that?
But like
your
with
dog?
this is gonna fucking. This is
Why
gonna be
didn't you
like,
kill him?
what the fuck are we watching?
This is ridiculous.
I know. But you know what? I kind of just don't care. Like,
But
it's
at the same
awesome.
time-
Yeah, those
But
words
it's-
right out in
Well,
front
I mean,
of them
eventually
just
we'll
win.
have like a switch, and we'll be able to switch between people and shit.
And maybe this is just what we did. We just put one camera on and some crazy shit in the
What
back.
if Marcus has? What are we gonna sit him on the floor?
Well, we just need a better camera.
Well, I mean, it's not a better camera. It's just, I mean, a
Or we
wider
could
camera.
just set it back.
Yeah, we could do that. But I mean, eventually, I would like to have, you know, like if we get to that point, then yeah, we'll have multiple cameras and switch. Because I was looking at that software. Yeah, you can. It's like it's not too bad. It's like you can do $50 a month or you can do $60 a year. You know, depends on what you.
I
want to
saw
do with
one
it.
that was free.
This was a
Like
little
it?
more.
Okay.
Yeah,
I-
there's the free shit's free shit for a reason. You know, there might be something where
Yeah, but like me with free shit, like I got capture cuts that I pay $7.99. You know,
I mean, this capture cut's pretty popular these days. It's gaining ground.
But like for me, I'm a retard. I'm not somebody.
Well,
that,
most people are retards when it comes to this stuff. I mean, they don't. I mean, I just
But
put the fucking record
just so
button and
everybody
go.
knows, you actually that's what you actually do is like make.
I can't even like it when I don't have time to work. Like if I'm not working, like I want to sit behind the computer. Like
But
I
that's
think
what
that's
you
what
do.
like I know. Like that's what I think people don't understand. Like as soon as I'm like some of these rushes that I go through, like when it's over, it's just like I don't fucking want to look at that computer. Like if I was 20, like I was just working around the clock. Yeah, like and I was
So
passionate.
we just
about
need to find like some 20-year-old that can sleep.
Dude,
on
you
that.
need the young people, man. I mean, I'm aging out.
We could just make them sleep on that couch right there.
Yeah. I mean,
Like,
if we
dude,
had
you-
money,
Like no,
where's
we
the
could
gimp?
just feed them.
Just feed them and call them the gimp and edit our video.
Yes. Be like, hey, you can make a name for yourself. How good are you at editing?
Yeah. We got 3 people watching. Three. We're up 3. It goes between. I've been watching. It goes between 2 and 3.
I guarantee you, it's Lauren checking in if we're being.
It might be Chris too, and then Kenny.
Kenny,
yeah.
Kenny's just Kenny's got this on all 3 screens in the garage.
Oh, is he one? He has like 3 TVs going.
No, in his garage.
Yeah.
He's got 3 or 4.
Oh, does he? Okay.
I don't know if
I have
they
a
all-
cousin. Does he watch football or something?
He watches everything.
Oh, he does. I didn't know that. He's never talked about it. Like, really, has he? The only person I've like your cousin talks about sports, but I've never heard Kenny talk about it.
Oh, Kenny loves it.
Oh, I had no idea. That makes sense because my cousin he has like a bunch of TVs and like so it like has like 3 different football games going on.
Lauren just texted me.
So do you think those ones that
Are you almost done? What time is it?
No, they're just.
What is
These-
it?
I'm hearing
7:43.
I just heard shots behind us too, and I heard shots out front. So they could have
What'd she
easily
say?
just got shot at.
Lauren goes, I've been watching this whole time, you asshole. And so has Chris. Thanks, guys.
I mean, they're probably the steady too.
They're probably like,
So it will go. It like goes between 2 and 3,
they're probably like our husbands.
probably. I don't know. It doesn't
They should
matter
probably
anymore.
start like they can get in the chat. We can have a Discord.
What the fuck is this?
Why are you guys stupid?
No, it's fine. Then it'll be on the internet forever. It'll be on YouTube forever until we delete it or something.
No, we'll just leave it up forever.
This has to be wrapping up though, because it's like getting brighter and brighter. It's hot.
Doesn't everybody leave but us?
Those pigeons?
Yeah.
There's a good amount of pigeons. I can travel. wish I could put them in with mine, but
No, I'm over in,
You can't just.
they're diseased looking snake.
You can't just.
Yeah,
You
we've got
warm
about up and down.
I mean, I bet you there's a way of doing that. I just don't. I'm not. You know, I just got pigeons and have them. You know, that
Every single time.
They've been actually
Battery on that
the one bird.
Yeah, I have to get in a half inch.
Carry.
It doesn't go
Like
away.
I let them out the other day. They've been
So I
more.
just switched.
They've been wanting to come out more and more.
Okay.
So I let that one go out. I'm sitting on the deck. It's like 70 degrees. That bird just sitting there doing laps around the entire property. Just like you, I'm sitting on the back deck. The birds never go in the backyard. This bird does. This bird just
Like lands in it?
no, doesn't land. It's just flying a huge like low circle. Like it's like if you're on the deck, she's probably or he. I'm sorry, he's probably flying maybe 15, 20 feet off the ground. Just doing a big within my property. Ain't leaving
In the
it.
fence?
How much longer?
Within the property that I own, he doesn't.
The blue ones.
He just does a lap. Just keeps on lapping. Just flies in a big circle. He doesn't fly high. He just flies really low. Seems like he's enjoying himself though. Like if I release them further away, like when they're coming back, you'll see them like way.
When was the last time you did that?
Probably last year. I haven't flown them. It's not. I'm waiting for the leaves to come. Waiting for the foot, like all the leaf growth to come back, so if they got a hawk, they can hide.
Yeah, so far so good.
So when there's leaves on the trees, and they're just putzing around the yard, they're gonna get hawked because they can't see the hawk hiding in the tree. You know, but if I'm flying them, and there's a hawk coming after them, they got a better chance of escaping. Right now, it's not a good time.
But you let them out.
Yeah, before I feed them. So as soon as I got so I'll let them out. Like maybe I'll give them about like once a week. I'm doing until the leaves grow in. I'll let them out about 45 minutes, an hour before I feed them.
Okay.
And then I'll come out and whistle, and then they get all pumped.
They
up.
whistle.
I whistle, and they know like the whistle means it's time to eat. So if I'm looking for them and stuff, I'll just start whistling out of my mouth. I'll be
There's a goose right there.
and then they just come flying.
That's awesome. Like never done.
What?
I should have joined that one pigeon group to learn a little bit more
Because
about them. Because I would like to race them.
Waterproof bag.
Not those ones. I'd get ones that actually could race. Mine are fat.
Racing pigeons.
Oh, we'll get what we get. Good talking with you. Bye-bye.
I think this is the end. If we're like this, it's over.
You guys need help with something?
We
I'll
end
find
our
somebody.
Mod Podge of talking.
What was the next one we did after this? So this was 9-1.
Hey Ted, did I tell you that Irish took that piece of machinery and got down there and made a path right to the backside of that pond?
No.
I drove my four-wheeler right down in there and right to where you and I were.
HRC property, dude.
But we gotta
That's why I
go
need
the long
a
way.
retriever.
He doesn't want to go from behind his house.
Just get that retriever working.
He says hi.
Next dog, we'll be doing more of that type of stuff. But it'll be a pointer. I like pointers, man. They're cool dogs. They're different.
But you have a pointer.
Yeah, but I want more. I want another one. And I kind of do like this word here, Vishla, man. They're a little weird.
Is there a goose out there?
I'm just teasing you.
Oh, you do. You got a bunch of turkey decoys over there. Those are weird looking. Look at them.
I have a lot.
Huh?
I have a lot.
Like that head on that. That thing is
Here,
ridiculous.
we can end it with my weird.
Those are the weirdest turkey decoys ever. Like that big. Not that one. The other one. The bigger one. Get that one. What? Dude, wait till you see mine. My new one that Chris bought me. It is the nicest decoy that I've ever seen in my life.
These are old ones.
Might come around on the outside.
Jesus
Right.
Christ.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Carry that thing around.
I don't want to carry this around. This thing's fucking huge.
This way.
That's ridiculous.
Fight it.
I mean, if you're just walking 20 feet in the field and setting them out, that's one thing. But I wouldn't want to.
No, they're not. They're going to come in and land over our heads.
So
Throw
move
that thing on
these.
the couch.
Well, no, yeah.
No,
We got this guy.
If they can move these
Jake,
out
Jake.
and move them over there,
I-
they'll leave a gap.
Oh.
Leave about 8 of them, like a family.
But it's like blowing away, like
They'll come
set
around.
it up.
Well,
and
it
it's
has,
like-
it has a
like,
stake.
hey.
Stake it in there.
I thought
like-
you were saying bend out the cage.
Another Jake.
Yep.
I got the hand.
Where'd you get these at? I've never seen these before. These are light though. That first one.
You can fold them up.
You want
and
any
stuff.
from this
Nah,
side
that
over
would
here,
be kind
Jim?
of that would be
No,
good.
no.
You gotta have.
And then I got this other hand. Like you can just take it and like
Yeah.
you can just do this,
This one you can't. But yeah, you can do that.
and then you can like
Let some gators shoot at you because you got a bunch of jakes set out.
see. I got a lot.
Wait till you see the one that I have, dude. It's fucking
And then
nice.
I can't call for shit, but I got calls.
I just use the mouth call. That's the best call
Yeah,
because you don't have to move.
I have horrible gag reflex, so
I think you just got to get used. It's like one of those things you just got to get used to it.
yeah, I put it in my mouth and
I don't know. I hear people have a problem with that from time to time.
yeah. I go to the dentist. They try to take my X-rays.
Really?
I'm like,
Stop it. I've never had a problem with that.
don't like it.
You don't use you ever use a tongue scraper?
No.
Do you know what it is?
Yes.
I love those things.
I throw up on myself.
Maybe you need to just do it to like condition yourself.
You're talking about right.
I don't know if that's a rock or if that's
Well, I think we see it dead. I think, but there was nothing. It wasn't a rock or something. I think we pull out binoculars and look at it. It's a rock. We didn't have any geese escape today.
Let's go shoot that rock.
But we looked at it. Oh no! Is this where he takes off and then it actually does come back?
I think he does come back with it.
He did. He went out there twice because I know he was successful one time and there was another time he wasn't. But we're repositioning decoys, man.
I think we're. I think for the first hodgepodge live video.
And there's no way we can get Marcus to do this with us.
Oh, we can get Marcus.
I think he should at least do one, like, because he's with us for a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Problem here is,
We should just drill him.
yeah, they should come right through here.
Because he'll
I
never,
think
He'll never
he'll
see
come
that.
as he's like I didn't shoot shit this year, guys.
well, no,
And he'll
well,
blame it on us.
no, but we just keep asking questions like, what do you think? Honest opinion.
Did Marcus get his turkey license for me? Well, make him get it, so he can get the turkey, and then we'll go out because you guys are going to do weekends.
I mean, you know my schedule. We could go out after I drop the kids off.
Yeah, but you want to get out there like when they're because I feel like 9 o'clock there's like a little bit of lull,
But I mean,
it depends, and plus, but May I feel like May's for our area it's a little more difficult because now they're educated. So like we'll play it by ear. Maybe we'll just do it in the weekend and get it done for both of you.
I'm just saying, like, if we knew, like, oh, this flock flies down wherever.
It never works out as planned.
No, but I'm just saying, like, we do stupider shit after I drop my kids off.
Yeah,
All right, let's go this way. Get you some water.
there's a few fields I know. There's this one. There's this
I mean,
one
we
flock.
got-
There's this one roost I've been going after for a couple seasons here and there.
Dude, we could set up like the whole flock.
We can set up all these crazy things. Like this head. Like what the fuck?
Dude, look at that.
Wait till you see my decoy compared to yours. Like, oh god.
You can slide this in that.
In this Jake right here. Oh yeah, I see. It goes right back here.
Yeah, you can just slide that in there.
Yeah, this looks real. There we go. It's amazing.
You just throw it in there.
I want
If you want to have done before I put the drone on.
Probably Cabela's.
like when I put that decoy on my Christmas list, I didn't know how much it cost, and then I looked at it; it was like $160. Like, and then I was like, open up, like, this is a really fucking nice decoy. Because I had another one of those. It wasn't as nice. I think I paid at the time $80 for it. And was it 2 seasons ago? I had a Jake. He just humped the shit out of it, broke it. Like because it was already old.
Could you fold it up? Can you roll it up into a freaking towel?
No, I sling it over my shoulder and fucking carry it like everyone
shit.
else should. I want that thing to look real. I would like last year. I had a hen come in to check out my hen, my lonely hen, and she brought 2 Jakes in with her, and I shot one of her Jakes.
So what head did you take? I want to see you kill one on what?
We probably could.
Now you gotta kill it. You gotta
Now
kill.
I gotta kill one over this thing.
Yes, yes. You gotta kill one over that thing. No, you're not even allowed to kill a turkey without shooting one out of that decoy.
Dude, I am fucking shooting one out of my new decoy.
No, you gotta make me and Marcus shoot it on the new decoy.
Look, 4.
It was 5.
Oh, did it go up to 5?
Yeah.
No shit. No shit.
We sat here all night. We might get 6.
Tastes Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Good. What the fuck am I looking at?
There's a goose. It's over.
Yeah, it is. It is over. We're pretty much done.
Well, thanks for watching. I think we're gonna be done for the evening.
We're gonna try and do this more.
So
what's
more
the-
and better.
What's the next one? What's the next one after this? I mean, I know when I
Probably
look.
second early goose season.
Huh?
Early goose.
No, I think we do a teal.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, we go for teal. We don't get any.
First teal time we went out, we got 1.
Where?
Same swamp. We
Oh,
went
yeah.
on-
180 yards when it fell out there. Stock watching all the way.
Did we? Did we get
Remember I
one?
shot the one?
I had my pontoon.
That little hole that we set up in?
The little hole off to the right. So the time we shot the teal, the 1 teal, because we don't get teal here.
We get teal here. I was just looking at them the other day.
So you think we get teal like Texas or people that
No,
shoot teal?
but we get teal. We have teal. Like
Yeah,
we've
but-
gotten
but
a
like-
fair amount of teal here, especially early season.
Really? You think we have a fair amount of teal?
Yeah, that's all I was seeing in the marsh the other day when I was out there.
They'll be gone before we go shoot them.
No, not well. Hold on, they changed to early teal season, didn't they? When
They're going to.
no, there was. I was seeing a lot of teal when.
Yeah, but they're not gonna nest here.
Then what the hell are they doing here? I
They're
was out there.
migrating north. When was the last time you seen a flock of 40 teal?
I'll let you know if I keep on going out to the marsh.
No, during hunting.
Probably
Only
probably when we did mid opener.
Yeah.
We did really good on teal there, and we also did really good on southern opener. And we shot a decent amount of teal that day too. On southern opener.
Yeah, but that's not teal season.
No, it's not teal season, but we did good.
Yeah, but
I the only time I've ever done early teal is probably this year. I don't normally go after them.
I just don't think we have like a huge amount of teal.
They are here though,
They are,
and I would bet
so
you
are
money.
black ducks and so are pintails. But I just don't
Somebody
think-
was over in that. I'm not gonna say the word,
They get
but
shut down.
the place that I would frequent, that I've talked about many times. Because Chris has been following some stuff, and somebody recorded like a ton, like of like pintails,
They're telling people that they
teal, you know, like the canvasbacks. Yeah,
No, they come through here, but we just don't.
I don't see them. I don't see those birds too often. Because I mean, I know if you go to the bigger lakes and stuff like that, but inland, I don't see too many.
I mean, and that's like the people that were doing the place. I think Bloom was doing the place. One of the big
What are you
places.
looking at?
Bloom's owned by the guys that own Bell Tire. That's the Bell Tire.
Comments.
Oh, we got comments. I didn't even fucking read shit.
This is awesome. It is. It's booger time. I can see you. What does that mean?
I have no idea.
Don't ask.
All right,
That's over.
we're done. Log this off.
All right. See you guys next time. I don't even know how to stop this.
You just gotta stop it. Sweet pea, stop the video.
2 hours and 21 minutes.
We can just sit around and talk.
I know. We need more people.
Just sit in a circle.
I guess I'm just gonna hit that button.